What's up, everybody? DJ Alan here, and I'm here with the DJ Alan and Compas Podcast. I caught these guys off guard. Se la estaban jalando. Just kidding. And I'm here with...
What up? This is Heck, a.k.a. Whiskey Brown.
Whiskey Brown.
You know what I'm saying?
Whiskey, I heard you made another appearance
Where?
at T-Post the other day.
En las pizzas.
At T-Post. You were at T-Post again?
Nah, I wasn't there, bro.
Damn.
Not this time. Last time.
Nah, I got asked. I was there last time, but homeboy asked. But this time I didn't go.
No?
Nah, it's too much partying for me. I can only give them a little bit of the whiskey
Once a year?
before they get drunk.
No, you can give them a little bit of the... Wait,
Nah,
a little bit of the brown before you get them the whiskey.
If I give them too much brown, then they're gonna be down for more.
Should we see how it works? No.
Nah. But yeah,
I heard it's popping.
No, it's a dope spot. Like
Yeah.
I said, it's a really cool spot. The atmosphere is good. Owner's good.
Does it still smell like skid mark underwears from Lorenzo's Pizza?
Oh, I don't know, but I do miss Lorenzo's though.
I know. I
Yo.
love Lorenzo's. Did you ever go to Lorenzo's, Tony?
Hell yeah, he went.
I didn't like Lorenzo's.
Really? I like Lorenzo's just because of the waitresses. Some of them were hot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like Hooters type or not?
Nah.
Nah, it was more like,
Las pizzas.
yeah, the buffet's open. I would go for the buffet.
Yeah.
Was it bomb buffet?
It's good.
It was like fried chicken, mashed potatoes,
oh,
and then
snap.
and then they had
Buffet,
pizzas.
buffet.
Yeah.
All the pizzas.
Yeah, brick oven pizzas, and then they had like it was just like dinner stuff.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes,
Carrots.
green beans.
Because I remember Pizza Hut
tomato,
for lunch
potato.
had a buffet.
Chorizo.
Stop it! That shit was badass.
Which one?
Pizza
Pizza
Hut
Hut.
for lunch.
Oh, dude,
They had a
I
buffet
miss
and it was
fucking
bomb.
Yeah.
Hey, you know where there's still a buffet?
Where?
In Richland.
Don't
The
lie.
Pizza Hut in
No.
Richland.
Don't
Yeah.
lie, bro.
Yeah, me and Silvia, when she went
We
to
gotta go.
when she
gotta.
went to WSU Tri-Cities,
Yeah.
the campus,
Yeah.
she did that for 2 years here in WSU Tri-Cities. We would stop there when I would take her on I had like Thursday and Friday off. Thursday and Friday, bro, we fucking hit that buffet Thursday and Friday.
Sas.
I know. And she's like, the lady's like, yeah, it's the only buffet in Eastern Washington.
As she grabs your pizza and eats it in front of you.
Yeah, she's like,
but who else are we here with though?
That's right. I didn't even introduce myself.
Wow,
Tony,
man.
what the fuck? And
M.A.
Tony's busy.
This is M.A., Mark Anthony,
Hey.
Tony,
Ma.
Tony Tone, and whatever you want to call me.
Hey, what are you eating on though, right?
Tony Tone, keep the
I didn't get
close
dinner today because I went home, did some chores, went to go get a quick workout,
Nice.
and now I'm here. So I had to get some pizzas. Unas pizzas.
He went local though, everybody.
Yeah.
He went local.
Big cheese
baby.
pizza.
Hey, big cheese.
I like big
Home
cheese
of the
pizza.
West Best Pizza.
I like
right?
big cheese pizza as soon as they make it and it's in the box and then you get it home. Voila, you gotta eat it.
Like right now.
Like right now, yeah.
I like their
Hey,
garlic ranch sauce.
Me and you both eyeing the shit out of that.
I'm like looking at it. I'm like,
He's like, heck, you gonna grab one first? Or like, you grab one first?
Hey, that's like putting crack to a crack,
You know what I mean?
yeah, bro. I mean, ever since Big Cheese Pizza, well,
Pizzas.
Big Cheese Pizza used to be at Safeway Plaza area.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah. So check this out.
Okay, talk to
So
us.
check this out. This is a little story. You guys were living in Milton. You guys didn't see how it.
We didn't
right,
even,
that's
we
How
didn't
this
even,
atmosphere changed.
we don't
it.
even
We're
know
Milton.
about. We don't even know about Figaro's.
So at first it was Little Caesars
Okay.
Little
Oh,
C's
with the old logo and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was in the old postal annex or Mongol.
No, that
it
used
was
to be
next-
Papa John's.
No. Check this out.
All right.
Papa
Before
John's.
that.
Papa John's is after that. Watch out.
Ni Papa
This was
Juan.
like 1994.
Damn, we weren't even in
Or
Walla
95
Walla.
or
We were in
some shit.
Pendleton.
I was like 2 years old.
So you know how you get those pizza slips from the school
Yeah.
from Big Cheese.
For reading.
Yeah.
So first there were little certificates from Little Caesars.
Okay.
Little Caesars went out of business, and that's when Big Cheese, as I remember, this is my memory,
Yeah.
Big Cheese took over that, and I was like,
Fuck is this?
what happened to Little Caesars?
Yeah.
And yeah, I was like, what the fuck? So we can't redeem, we could still redeem our Little Caesar certificates.
Yeah.
And then and then it was that Safeway Plaza. I think it was where Postal Annex is or that fucking Sunrise Dental or in that little
that
fucking
plaza.
area. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because Mongolian barbecue was still there.
Okay.
It was there at that time. And then they changed over there. and that building, pues ya no more pizza there. I think it was. I don't know if you guys remember at the dollar store there was a movie theater.
What the heck, Alan?
Yes.
The dollar store was the movie theater.
The cheap one.
The cheap one, yeah.
Cheap
where
one,
where
yeah.
where
You go watch Selena
after
for
they
$2.
huh?
Where everyone would go watch Selena for $2.
Yeah, after she died.
Yeah.
They aired the movie for.
Yeah.
I think it was for $1, bro.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you could watch the Selena movie
I remember.
there.
No
yeah.
way.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah, they had two salas.
Yeah.
So
I don't
you'd go
remember
in, they'd have a screen here. Yeah.
Well, I remember when they had a movie theater where Domino's is right now.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Across from Jefferson Park.
Yeah, it was Jefferson Theater or something like
Yeah.
that.
That's wild.
And then
Yeah,
after
dude.
that, it was not Hobby Lobby. It was Hastings. Not
Yeah.
It was remember Hastings.
Well, they built the
remember
Hastings,
Hastings
after they
after
dropped
that
after they dropped the movie
the
theater.
movie.
There was
theater.
also like a alcohol, like a spirit store, like a alcohol.
Yeah, right next to it,
Oh yeah.
a liquor store.
Liquor store.
Before
Before liquor was sold in stores.
in stores, yeah. But
Just like how they have weed shops.
yeah.
Wait till that shit's sold at your local Safeway. and shit
Mainstream?
Like that.
Al
Yeah,
rato
yeah.
la lady at Safeway, how many joints do you want?
Uh-huh.
She's all high herself. No, but yeah, at Jefferson Park, it was a movie theater, and then it was empty for a long time before
Right.
they built that Hastings.
Yeah. Empty parking lot.
Yeah, like empty parking lot.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, but, so no. So yeah, it was the movie theater, and then it was empty. Then they built where AutoZone is, Blockbuster.
Yes. I remember
Blockbuster was
Blockbuster.
where is that AutoZone? Am I saying that right?
It's an
AutoZone, right?
AutoZone or O'Reilly's. Is it O'Reilly's?
No, I think it's an AutoZone.
AutoZone.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
AutoZone,
It's
that's
someplace- yeah, yeah.
Block. That used to be Blockbuster.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, you're right.
And then Hastings, after Blockbuster closed, Hastings came in.
That's true.
Dude, I actually got a good deal at Hastings. The
When they
Xbox 360.
When they were going out of business.
No. This
Oh.
was they were
Before
in
that.
their prime.
Yeah.
I don't know, some fucking idiot, or maybe he did it on purpose. So for Black Friday,
Yeah.
the Xbox 360 was $399,
Oh shit. Okay.
and I went and the ad, it said $299 with 2 games and shit, 2 controllers,
Oh,
and I was
fuck.
like, oh
That's a
fuck,
deal.
this is a good deal. We're saving $100. We're getting all this
Screaming
shit.
deal.
Yeah, bro, I got there, and the guy's like, oh yeah, we got the Xboxes, because everybody used to line up for Black Friday, so I was like first in line. I was like second in line.
Yeah.
There's this fat bitch in front of me.
Stupid.
Yeah, she's skinny now. I saw her the other day
shit.
actually.
She on that
Um,
Ozempic.
and she got
That's wild.
she got that Xbox deal too. So we went in there, bro. We got the Xbox for $125 with all the shit. The Xbox 360 black with the fucking
No.
big ass 500 gig fucking gigabit hard drive.
Yeah.
The 2 games and 2 controllers. We got the fuck out of there. And then after 5 people, they noticed, because I went back into the store, and the guy's like, "Oh, these Xboxes are ringing up wrong."
Yeah.
But I went back into the store to get another deal or some shit
Yeah.
on some DVDs and fucking, and then fucking everybody was fucked.
Hell yeah.
The guys that were in line, they fucking had to pay the
Yeah.
$2.99.
Toma, pendejo.
I know, and my mom was like, "Te van a meter a la cárcel." I was like, "Why? I fucking paid for it."
¿Cómo?
If I would have returned it, yeah,
Yeah.
they probably would have got fucked. But
I mean, that
But
would
yeah,
be
at least
I
5
think-
of us left with that deal.
I think that 360 was the last one that I ever bought.
for Xbox or just a game console.
No, like a console.
Okay,
like
I'm going for the pizza.
I fucking
get it, man.
After the Xbox 360, I stopped playing video games. Las pizzas.
Las pizzas. Hey, man.
It tastes like my Friday night.
I honestly would. I'll eventually get one, but like I said, we had our last one of our last practices, and I told the kids I'd get them pizzas. At first, I was like, "We'll go to Taco Bell," but then I'm like, "Man," I was asking them, "What do you guys like? What do you guys like?" And they're like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Man, fuck that! Y'all don't deserve Taco Bell."
You can never go wrong with pizzas.
No.
I love chorro.
Yeah. So I'm like, y'all don't even deserve Taco Bell. Fuck that. Y'all get pizzas. Cómenselas, cabrón.
Yo, you know what's crazy about Blockbuster? They had a chance to buy Netflix at one point.
Yeah, I read about that.
And they denied it.
They thought it wasn't gonna work.
And then they went out of business. It's because you have to evolve with the times. Like, look, let me give you all an example.
Fucking Alan.
So
This pizza's good.
Hey,
in South American countries,
he's deep throating that.
One
in
bite.
South American countries, the taxi drivers don't like Uber.
Calm down, Diddy. My bad. Go ahead. My
Let me
bad.
put more
Tony.
sauce on it.
And so
Rub it on your nipples.
the taxi drivers will get into like arguments and fights with Uber drivers
Damn.
because the Uber drivers are taking over their business.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that in Guadalajara a lot. They fucking hate them.
No, yeah. When I went to Colombia, the Uber drivers were telling me that the taxi drivers hate the Uber drivers. So in Colombia, they'll make you get in the front, so it makes it seem like somebody's picking you up, someone that knows you, not like a taxi or an Uber, you know.
Yeah.
So that way it doesn't. If a taxi driver sees you getting in their car, they don't think anything of it.
I feel like this shit goes to like taxi drivers popping tires and shit.
Yeah.
Uber drivers.
But
Fuck this bitch.
Fuck.
the Uber drivers were telling me that they're just fighting the inevitable, which is Uber is gonna take over everywhere. Like the taxi drivers just need to get with the times and just join fucking Uber.
Huh. Pretty much.
But it's cause see, Uber will charge a certain price no matter what.
Yep.
And taxi drivers can choose what price to pay, what to charge, and they don't like that. So that's why they don't want to join Uber, but it's only a matter of time before Uber takes over everywhere.
Oh, of course. It's just easier too. And I don't know if you said that on an episode, but you could kind of see like where you're going. You know what I mean? You can see where you're going, and then you can see who's driving you.
Mm-hmm. That's
so
why
you can check the map. Like, okay, am I going to the right place?
That's why we only used Uber in Colombia because Uber tracks everything.
Yep.
Where the car stops, where the car is going, like everything.
If your nipples are hard.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me of a story. I was reading a story. There's these like TikTok cake makers. People that make exotic cake, quote unquote. Just
Is it the guys that go live and make cakes in front of you?
Well, not just like that, but it's like people that have a side business that make cakes. That sell cakes.
Okay.
Any kind of cakes. I guess they're getting mad at Walmart because Walmart sells cakes that look just as good as their cakes, but they're doing it for a cheaper price. And they're like, Walmart isn't homemade. It's not. You shouldn't buy a cake from Walmart. So they're getting mad at Walmart for making just as good of a cake as someone making it like at home. As they're getting mad at Walmart. And it's like, well, you can't. You're not going to compete with Walmart.
It's like getting mad at Costco.
Yeah, it's like you can't get mad at them. They're going to make just as good of a cake because it's not.
They're going to kill your business, honestly.
Yeah. And plus, the person at home is making it from a box. And I mean, I guess you could say Walmart is too, but they might be using more actual home ingredients, like
Walmart?
eggs. Well, yeah, right?
Well, I mean, they
should,
technically,
right?
yeah.
As opposed to somebody like doing it from the business, they're making it from a box. You know what I'm saying?
Las pizzas.
Las pizzas. So what I'm saying is it's kind of similar. Like they're getting mad at a business, but it's flip flopped. So it's like the people that are have a business doing that.
Yeah.
They're getting mad at the bigger company for also competing with them.
Wouldn't that be? Thanks, Tony, for taking that away from me.
The temptation.
He wanted
No,
to know.
it's because it was it was fucking closer to me, anyways.
Yeah.
You smelled it,
Smelling
huh?
that shit.
He was like,
You know what it tastes like? You know what it tastes like?
Victory.
The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me.
Krusty Krab. Isn't that what he did?
That was for you, Krusty Krab. No, but check this out. I agree with you on that because a lot of people that make fresh stuff, even so I guess there's a fine line between small business and large corporations, right?
Yeah.
There's a fine line because obviously Costco's gonna kick your ass if you're, let's say, like the strawberry shortcake that Costco. No, let's say the cheesecake that Costco has.
Yeah.
Dude, that same cheesecake that Costco has, they have it in the Costco in Guadalajara.
Right.
Like, that's the only other Costco international I've been to.
Right.
But they also have it in the Costco in Guadalajara, and it tastes exactly the fucking same as the one here.
Yeah.
But bro, over there, people be buying in bulk to sell it at their house.
Oh, that's wild.
That's what I was.
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
So for example, on Tuesday, I went on Tuesday, and Tuesday
Where'd you go?
to the Costco. Not this Tuesday, but a Tuesday when I was down there. This was in October.
Okay.
True.
I told my cousin, I was like, why are all these bitches buying cakes? Fucking hella birthdays or what?
Yeah.
It was the cheesecake, and it was like chocolate cake, all these different fucking cakes. So these ladies that have like little tienditas in their barrios or their fucking...
They'll resell it.
yeah, they resell it per slice.
Yeah.
Per slice.
Damn.
So they go, Costco already fucking selling the cheesecake hella cheap. And then these ladies are selling individually. They're making, selling a cheesecake in its entirety, maybe let's say 10 slices.
Yeah.
They're making in 2 slices to buy another fucking cheesecake. Yeah. And people get it because it's the convenience of them bringing it to like their little area. Because a lot of people, obviously, talking about Uber and taxis, a lot of people don't want to fucking just take a taxi to taxi to Costco or fucking Costco. The lady from La Esquina is gonna have the fucking cheesecakes at 2. Let's fucking go.
Well, also, some people don't want to buy the whole thing. They just want
a slice.
a slice.
Yeah. You know who else does that here locally? Well, they do something similar to that. So if you ever go to there's a certain coffee shop. I'm not gonna fucking say which one. I'm gonna let you fucking guess. So if you go to this coffee shop, they sell muffins. Do you know where those muffins are from?
Wait, what's the
Costco?
coffee shop?
Place.
Okay.
They sell muffins.
Uh-huh.
You know where those muffins are from?
Costco. Yeah.
So you're just buying Costco muffins.
Bro, 7-Eleven used to do that.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
Because I was like, the double chocolate chip muffin.
Yeah.
Oof. When Silvia was pregnant, she sent me to 7-Eleven because we used to live down the street.
Right.
She sent me to 7-Eleven to get these. And one time, my sister-in-law, she fucking went to Costco and she brought those same fucking. I'm like, these are exactly the fucking same. So one day I got one from her house and I got one for her. Fucking, I like dissected it. I was like, 7-Eleven is fucking lying to everybody, but they're selling it for $3 a muffin.
Fucking bastards.
You know, a muffin and
a muffin top.
And I mean, 7-Eleven, pues aquí. After that guy sold 7-Eleven, it kind of went fucking downhill and they closed.
It doesn't even exist no more.
Not here in Wawa.
No, not in Wawa. I mean, hey, so I came across this picture.
Oh, yeah.
It was a receipt.
Is it my asshole?
Yeah.
Shit.
It's a receipt. Fuck, it's a bad angle.
Always catch you in the bad angle.
Did me dirty, cousin.
Last time too.
That's really bad. Angle.
I know I shouldn't have posted on my own.
Shout out to Whiskey Brown.
Hey, so it's a receipt, right? They get a whole bunch of food, drinks, and all that. So the food comes up to $528.
Yeah.
There's a liquor charge, $12. There's a service charge, $108, and then there's tax, $55.
Yeah.
Total due was $704, right?
Wait, some people went on a date, and this is the receipt.
This is probably multiple people because
Okay.
it looks like there was a lot.
Yeah, because that's a lot for a date.
It's a lot.
Sounds like my bill in Arizona.
Like
That's
what?
how much I
They're going to
fucking
Nobu's or what?
I don't. It doesn't.
Have y'all heard
say.
of Nobu's?
Yeah, that's in Miami, right?
And I think they have one in LA too.
Oof.
paid. Yeah, I think they only have one.
So they have this. It says optional tip, and the person did $5 for optional tip.
Okay.
So do you think it's fucked up for him to only tip $5, even though there's already a service charge of $108? What?
I guess there's also a fine line in that shit.
What would you do that? What would you
Okay.
tip?
Well, these are my criteria
Yeah.
for tipping, and maybe people are like, you fucking degenerate. But these are my criterias. So if it's a
Alan.
gentleman, okay, let's start with gentleman first. If it's a gentleman,
Waiter.
hey, waiter.
Okay.
He came up, he checked on us. He's like, hey, do you guys need more drinks? Hey, is there anything else I can get you? Hey, would you like some dessert?
Yeah.
Our experience, like, he wasn't buggy, but he was present.
He was there. Yeah.
For me, if the bill was $100,
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably tip like, well,
Do you do like?
let me give you an
20%?
example.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example of Texas Roadhouse. I went to Texas Roadhouse and a gentleman was our waiter. I tipped him $50 on our $100 bill.
Sheesh.
Damn.
That's
But-
50%.
But
50.
So I guess I don't base it off of the thing. But I went to Texas. again,
Yeah,
Texas
yeah.
Roadhouse.
Sure.
This time the bill was like, it was like $125 because we took our daughter and she got, she gets
Little
the little
something,
stuff, the little kids meals.
Mm-hmm.
The chicken nuggets.
The
chicken-
waitress,
Chicken tenders.
Yeah.
the waitress, bro, fucking so patient. My daughter's trying to order. She's patient with her. She's taking the time to actually, how some servers are like, anything else you need? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? So for me, her being patient, coming to check on us, make sure we're good, we have enough drinks. She kept bringing those fucking rolls. Maybe she thought I was a fat ass, but she kept bringing the hot rolls with the butter.
She did what she was supposed to.
I tipped her $125. Like what my bill was, that's
100%.
what I tipped her. But
Get you a man like Alan.
again, my criteria is crazy because I base it on looks too. She was hot as fuck.
Damn, that's fucked up. But ain't no man gonna.
And I even told Silvia, I was like, damn, this bitch is hot. Well, I didn't say this bitch is hot, but I was like, she's fucking hot.
That's just an industry that men can't really compete.
Oh
in.
yeah. Big
Yeah.
every time.
Waitresses are always gonna, I think.
Be able to.
Okay,
get
but
more
I guess it
tips
just
from
depends.
looks.
So
I guess it just
going back to this receipt, I have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
question. What is this service charge? Because some restaurants,
exactly.
some restaurants
go.
add the 20% gratuity.
Yep.
But that's tips.
Yep.
But what is this
That's what it
service
is.
charge?
For
Yeah.
If
That's
that's
what
for
it
the
is.
kitchen
Oh.
staff and stuff.
Okay,
No,
so
it's exactly what he's saying.
so if
that
if I'm
gratuity
if I'm
charge.
paying gratuity already, I ain't tipping nothing. I'm not nothing extra. Not
Really?
even those $5.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not because it's already on there. It's there some places will tell you that it's already added on there.
Yeah.
I'm not tipping more. It's
So are you
it was $108
for the tip?
for the tip.
1500.
So just the tip, baby. Hey, that's what we're saying, Alan. Like, so your tip is already included on your bill.
So
are you adding more to that?
let's say, Alan, that when you went to Texas Roadhouse, there was already a 20%
Well-
gratuity.
Well, no, Ozat. Let's change to another restaurant.
Sure.
A lot of people might know this. Talking Stick Resort, Phoenix,
Okay.
Scottsdale.
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Story time. So we went to Scottsdale, right?
Arizona,
Okay.
right? I got that
Yeah.
right. All right.
It's called Talking Stick
Coercion.
Resort.
I still can't.
Corrosion. Story time. So I went to this restaurant.
Right.
You got to make reservations, all this shit. It's at the top of the hotel. Talking Stick Resort. Shout out to them. I won a big ass jackpot there. That's why I ate at that restaurant.
Hey, like a king.
Yeah, but I didn't eat for free. So it was 10 of us. We went for one of Silvia's friend's birthday. We went up there, and I told her, I was like, you know what? If I win a jackpot, I'll buy dinner. Fuck it.
Shoot.
So that's what we did.
Yeah.
I got the bill, $900.
Fuck.
$900. Gratuity was $220.
Yeah. Did you still tip?
I didn't tip. I made a deal with these guys. I was like, I'll pay for the bill. You guys tip.
Oh, okay.
Between everybody, plus the something gratuity that was already on my bill. So technically I paid like 200 and something tip.
Yep.
Between all 10 of the rest of the 8 of them,
Yeah.
they came up with another 400.
Holy shit.
The waitress made almost $650 tip.
Yep.
Did I feel bad? No, because I won a jackpot. It really wasn't my money, so I was like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah.
So that our table made her
That's bad.
$650.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Okay, gratuity. I didn't have to pay shit, but I did pay the bill. But then everybody at the table,
Yeah.
I think everybody at the table should pitch in, even if there's a gratuity charge. But that's just me.
Okay.
And not it's not because like este güey tenía dinero and he did it, but it was just
You're generous.
I think I would have just.
I ain't agreeing with that. And I feel like I'm pretty generous.
But
tipper.
I base it on service too. If the service was shitty, obviously the 220 something, yeah, that would have hurt me fucking bad. But I would have told these guys, hey, this guy was a shitty ass server. Or this lady was a shitty ass server. Why are we tipping her so much? Well, she already got the 200. I'm with Tony on that, but I base it off of service.
That makes sense.
Because I've worked in the restaurant industry, and these people like they work hard.
They work hard.
But at the same time, some of them are just like, fuck that.
But
So not everybody's the same.
So you're tipping the waiter, right? How come you're not tipping the cook? How come you're not tipping the
No.
dishwasher?
Well, listen. Some places, the gratuity that's on the receipt
Yeah.
They tip everybody in the back of house, front of house, person picking up the plates.
Some, not most.
But we don't know.
We don't know. Yeah.
We don't know who's doing that or not.
Right. But you think most, or do you think most restaurants are doing that? Like, if you had to put
Higher end restaurants, yes.
Oh, okay.
Lower end restaurants, probably not.
Yeah.
Because, for example, a restaurant that I'm not gonna name here in town,
Is that a Mexican one?
no, for the most part, they so the waitress collects a tip. At the end of the night, the waitress decides what she's gonna tip the busboy, what she's gonna tip the
Who
cook,
decides?
if
Who
there's a
decides?
tip-
The waitress.
The waitress,
The waitress. Why did she decide?
because it's her money.
Who died and named her king?
Well, it's because she has the money.
Yeah,
she has the money in her
She
pocket.
got the money. So,
So
like,
she-
if I leave a 20, she keeps the 20 in her pocket.
Yeah.
She's not gonna report that shit.
No?
Nobody's gonna report that to the IRS.
Ever.
So
I
this
mean,
bill
nobody
that's
does.
passing with no tax on tips, it doesn't even fucking matter
It
because
doesn't exist.
because
What tips?
exactly.
The tips that people make.
No,
I
that's what I'm
guess.
saying. Like,
Just
the
the
waiters are like,
I don't know.
the
man.
waiters are like,
Well,
what,
I think
what
now.
tip?
Yeah, I will. So now that they're doing the gratuity, maybe that's what they're talking about. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the service charge. Maybe that's what
The
they're,
stuff you can prove, I think, is the stuff that is taxable.
that's taxable. Yeah.
And if the IRS hasn't found that shit out, then they're fucking behind.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like the waiters are like, what tip?
What tip?
pretty much.
I ain't get
Just
no
the
tip.
tip.
Yeah.
1500.
So check this out. I had an
Yeah,
experience this weekend. I went to, I had my boys on Monday and I didn't go to work. Holiday.
Yeah.
And my kids wanted pancakes.
Okay.
And I felt lazy to cook. So I was like, let's go to Denny's.
Hey.
Show up, right?
Denny's.
All of us wearing our Chivas jerseys.
Damn, you guys look like the soccer team.
Yep.
That's good.
Hey, I don't have that many kids, bro. Chill.
No, bro, but four is like
Chill.
four is like already a half a team.
No, I was only 3 of us. Chill.
No,
chill,
with you
chill.
four. With
No.
you four.
No, my oldest wasn't there.
Okay, he was the ref. He's like,
But,
he's like, these guys are on the team. I'm
Show
just here
up, we get seated,
so I don't get fined.
and our waiter shows up. And first, she helped someone that was seated after us first.
Yeah.
And then she made her way to us. And I was like, oh, good morning. And it wasn't even morning. It was like afternoon.
Okay, maybe this isn't race. She white.
No.
Okay.
I was like, good afternoon.
Hey.
I was like, no. I was like, good morning.
Raza always treats Raza bad, bro.
I know.
Like it,
That's
it's
why I
always,
asked.
it's
always,
always
but
it's.
it happens.
That's why I asked.
I don't know. My experience.
So I was like, oh, like, good morning, like trying to be like friendly and stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing. Not
Nada?
even nothing at all.
She didn't get shaken down this morning?
And then she was like,
Probably not.
what do you want to drink?
1500.
I was like, oh, snap.
Just snappy like
I was like,
that?
I'll take a coffee.
See, what do you want to drink?
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah,
Hello,
well-
welcome
well,
to Denny's.
No.
What can I get started
No.
for you? No?
So I was like,
I could
oh,
be a
I'm gonna take a
waitress.
coffee, and they're gonna
Me
take
too.
the junior Oreo milkshakes.
Yeah.
And she's like, are you ready to order food? I was like,
What the fuck?
I was like, yeah, we're ready. So we ordered, bro.
Do we know this girl?
No, I don't know her. She asked me.
I'm fucking.
She asked me,
She's a
do you want creamer? And I was like, yeah, I'll take some creamer. She's like, half and half or French vanilla.
French vanilla.
French
bitch.
vanilla
The
every
fuck?
time.
Always French vanilla.
Never got my creamer.
Stupid fat.
And I didn't even ask. I didn't even ask because I drink my coffee black. I'll just put one creamer, literally just one.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't really need it, you know. But just the fact that she didn't even bring me my creamer,
Stupid bitch.
and then she charged me the boys' junior milkshakes. She charged them as regular milkshakes, and the food was good, but I don't even think she came and checked on us.
Maybe the food was good because she didn't make it.
Oh yeah, she didn't.
Yeah.
Thank God.
That's why she's a waiter, not a cook.
Gracias a Dios.
Pero then I went to go pay, and after they sorted out my whole ticket, I didn't leave no tip.
Hell no. She don't.
Well,
deserve,
no, that's
Ni un,
bad service.
ni un pinche dólar.
She don't even deserve the finger.
That's bad service. See,
Ni las gracias le di.
you didn't even look at her?
No,
Was she all right?
no.
Okay.
She was like an ogre.
Nah, she wasn't an ogre, but
1500.
I think the attitude made her uglier too.
She
More
built-
ugly.
She built like a linebacker.
Yeah, some people's attitude is bad. Like, it just makes, even if they're hot as fuck, makes them ugly.
She got that
I was like, you
flat
shouldn't
ass
you
big
shouldn't be
titty.
working. Yeah.
In a hospitality
I
environment.
I was like,
How the
yeah,
fuck did I
you shouldn't
know?
be working in an environment like this if you're not cut up for it, because not everybody is.
Yeah,
Nah.
I agree. I agree
This
with
generation, that's how they are. Like, you ever go to McDonald's and they're like, "What do you want?" And then like, "Here's this, here's that."
I have the McDonald's
Fuck,
app,
man.
so
I don't like going
No,
to
but-
McDonald's, but there's some rude ass fucking teenagers.
nope.
Yeah.
I have the McDonald's app,
Yeah.
so by the time I get to McDonald's, they already know I already paid for my order.
It's like they're doing you a favor.
I go to the second
Yeah.
window.
I
Yeah.
actually had an experience like that last week. I went to go get breakfast
Yeah,
and
breakfast sandwich.
a breakfast sandwich. Yeah. Well, my daughter wanted a breakfast sandwich before school, so I was like, "Fuck, I don't want to cook, so let's just go."
Got you.
So
Sometimes it be like that.
I get there. The lady at the register is like, "Okay, it's gonna be $5.50 for whatever." Tap her card, and I was like, "Oh, tap." Oh, damn, that fresco.
See that?
So I get to the window. She charges me. Oh, have a nice morning. Fucking all friendly and shit. The day's going good.
Hell yeah.
I pick up my order, and I'm like, "Oh, hi." Oh, she
Nada.
opens the window,
Yeah.
Casi te lo tira en la
Casi
cara.
te
and then I was
Tira
like,
la
"Have a
cara.
nice day." Window closed. I was like,
You fuck.
I guess somebody's having a bad day.
Yeah.
And then my daughter's like, "Is that lady having a bad day, Dad?" I was like, "Yeah, she's
She
a
sure
fat
is.
ass cow."
She sure is.
And I can say she a fat ass cow because I'm a fat ass cow.
Do you think?
It always be those. It always be them, huh?
I was like, a esa güey su novio no le dio ni un beso
Ni
this
tiene
morning.
novio
Ni
la cabrona.
tiene.
Ni tiene un perro. She
Hey,
Hey,
know.
es que se le acabó las baterías la noche anterior, güey.
Damn. Hey, not even the rose fucking turns on for her. The rose pretends like it's dead. Like,
Maybe,
it goes,
maybe she forgot to charge it.
even when
That's
she
what I'm saying.
charges it,
The
that
battery
shit-
died, güey.
Even when she charges it fully, she wake up and try to use that fucking
The
thing.
rose is
and
like-
it's like, hell no, I ain't working for
The
you.
rose
thing.
like dies.
The rose is like,
yeah.
it corrodes.
The rose is low key throwing up.
The rose low-key corrodes.
So, oh my god,
talking some shit here, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to remind you all, we're just three guys just talking bullshit.
talking
It's
bullshit.
just our opinions.
Yeah, guys,
Don't,
our opinions.
Don't take it so personal.
Hey, we
Don't
do
take
it
it to heart.
live.
Hey, before we go live, we roast each other more than we're roasting people on this show.
That's true.
Yeah.
I just want y'all to know that.
Alan didn't even wear his shoes.
I know. I didn't even wear my fucking Air Force Ones today. They were
And if you-
fucking eating. They were
And if
so
y'all
fucking
ever want to
full.
roast us, just hit us on the comment.
Oh, please.
It's
do.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's all right, guys.
Hey.
I don't get offended.
No,
Call us fat, but
Ugly.
Call us
let us know.
illiterate.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're all corroded and shit. If we don't know how to talk, this is why we made the podcast, because
Yeah.
it's our personal space. It's our way of expressing ourselves, and
And everybody's welcome.
Yeah.
everybody's welcome.
Shit,
on
my
the podcast.
dyslexia was on full effect at the end of the last episode when I said whiskey brown instead, and then heck.
I think I am
And then I
dyslexic.
fucking switched it. Yeah. Shit. No, I'm pretty dyslexic.
I think I am for sure.
Hey, there was that one episode that I couldn't say that word.
Verga?
That was hilarious.
Which one?
I don't remember, but I
Coercion. You like that?
That
shit.
was
I
you
got it.
yesterday.
That was me.
Hey, you've been practicing all week,
Yeah,
haven't
I've
you?
been practicing all week for that fucking
Hey,
word.
he's been at work. He's like coercion, coercion,
Coercion.
and then he even learned the
Hey,
definition.
I looked at my wife. I'm like, coercion? She's like, yeah, you idiot. Fuck,
He
get
even
that
learned
shit- get that shit right.
the
I can just
definition and
imagine
everything.
her face like it's the pendejo.
Yeah.
Hey, he even learned how to spell it like he was on a spelling bee.
Yeah, yeah.
Milky
Nah,
C-
don't even ask me that.
O E.
C O origin. Faux Sachi.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, no, but some places here in town, especially a lot of places downtown, I feel like the rudeness is pretty there, and it's not like I get offended. It's just and I know you guys have experiences before. It's just like, why?
I just match energy.
I was
Like
like, yeah.
if I have to deal with you, if I'm at a window, at a pickup window, obviously whatever, case is closed. But if I'm gonna deal with you for the next 20 minutes, I'm gonna match your energy, and then you're not gonna like it.
Yeah.
That's how I.
Because then you're
am.
gonna be like, that customer is rude.
Yeah.
Well, bitch, look at your own energy.
Yeah,
I kill him with kindness.
yeah. Fuck that. Not
Yeah.
everybody deserves your kindness, though.
That's true.
Not
Kill 'em-
everyone deserves your kindness.
Kill him with kindness.
I
Oh,
match-
that's Selena Gomez right there.
So I match energy, and yeah, I'm pretty fucking petty though.
Oh,
For
I
matching
can
that.
be pretty petty too.
Yeah,
but
for matching energy, I get pretty fucking.
Like you empty
petty.
the ketchup on the plate and shit.
No, like
like I'll go
maybe.
like I'll
That's a
go
good
unplug
one.
the TV from the back so that so that your significant other can be like, the TV's not working.
Yeah.
And then they have to go talk to you when they're mad at you, and they have to go talk to you. Hey, the TV's not working.
Oh,
I don't know what's wrong.
Okay, let me tell you. Let me tell you a little story time.
Or tie in the pickle jar
stuff.
hella
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
You eating pickles, Tony?
I love pickles. They hydrate you.
You ever had deep fried pickles?
Fuck
Oh.
no, I fucking hate pickles.
What?
I fucking
Hey,
love
you-
cucumbers though, but I fucking hate
Por
pickles.
si puedes comer pinche.
Me gusta el pepino, mijo.
After my run that I did, they give out pickles because they hydrate you.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'd fucking
pickle juice.
dehydrate.
When you're
You
hung,
can fucking eat menudo.
hey, when you're
I
hung,
can eat culo, way.
when you're hungover,
Eat the pickle out of the culo.
I don't know about that, Cassie.
put it in there, and it's a deep fried pickle.
Hey, fucking Tony's like, déjame hablar.
A spicy deep fried pickle.
We never let fucking Tony talk.
I'm talking over you guys today. I don't
You
give a
got
fuck.
Wait, check this
Got
out.
to.
Check this out. So story time, right? It brings me back to like you unplug the TV.
Yeah.
And they're like they have to talk to you.
Yeah.
So what I do sometimes when Sylvia's and Sylvia's gonna listen to this,
Shout
she'll
out
be like,
Silvia.
you fucking asshole. What I do sometimes is gas in the car.
Uh-huh. You don't fill it up?
I don't fill it up and I let it fucking go
What?
when there's like 15 miles left.
Damn.
And then she's like,
cold-blooded.
and then I know she's gonna give me shit. And I know she's gonna give me shit. And then she's like, hey, my car's empty. I was like, go put gas in it. That's why I have you. But I do it when she's pissed. So it's like, and Sylvia doesn't get pissed a lot.
Right.
Like Sylvia's pretty chill. But when she does, I save that fucking. I even drive around just to get it to the certain mileage.
You're already home. You're like, man, fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit. In the morning, she's like, hey, my car doesn't have gas. What
What?
the fuck? You didn't put gas in it?
Why is it that the man has to put gas in the car?
I don't know.
Why is that such
I think
a
it's
gender
because
role?
the car itself.
I bet let's get Sylvia in here. She'll fucking
Belongs-
tell.
I think the car itself is like designated as a male obligation. Is that the best way to say it?
Yeah.
Like the whole car, like whether that's a tire popping and you got to go change it, or the oil changes,
Fix the brakes.
or the brakes or
Shout out
whatever,
to my
like,
suegro.
or you gotta take it to Les Schwab, and the guy's usually the one to do it, So I
True.
think that's why. I think the car is
It's the domain of a man.
it's.
Like the kitchen or cooking.
I mean, see, now you're getting into some.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, why is it gender roles for men, but it's not a gender role for a woman? Why am I gonna get looked at as like being a villain for saying that, but I'm not being a
Hey,
villain?
this is gonna be a villain too, but have you ever seen?
Say it. We say.
All right, I'll say it.
We say some fucking.
I say it.
Say it.
Have you ever seen like some girls are like independent? They don't want a man, and you go to their car, their Nissan Altima,
As Nissan Altima activities.
and you look at their tires, and they're bald
Fucking
as
bald.
fuck.
See wires and shit.
Yeah, and
I
they're like,
actually saw a car yesterday with bald ass tires. I'm like, Mija, you're gonna die.
was it a?
Hey, so we need to ask you something really quick.
We need your opinion.
Okay, so we're talking about the car,
Sylvia's in the house,
like
everybody.
like
A
our
car.
like our car. Yeah, like when I leave it empty with gas, and you're like, "What the fuck? Why'd you leave it?" Why should it be my responsibility to put gas in that fucking car?
Why not?
You gotta get closer to the mic.
Why not?
Well, I don't know. You tell me why. Why is it my responsibility?
Should it not be?
That we're asking.
Ándele,
Yeah, we're asking.
Should it be or should it not be?
Should it or should it not be?
You're the one
It
that
should?
You're the one that dug this hole.
Oh, well, you gotta get closer.
I feel like it doesn't have to be, but like I'm used to it.
Oh, so it's your fault for getting her used to it.
So it's my
See?
fault.
Yeah,
She wants you to do it.
yeah, you got her used to it, so now you have to do it.
That's like when we get mad at our significant others for treating them spoiled, and then we're like, why
Out of
are
nowhere?
they so spoiled?
Well, you don't have to fucking punch me.
Ándale,
Shout out to
cabrón.
Silvia.
Shout out to Silvia. Thank you, Silvia, for coming out of your busy schedule in the house.
So I guess maybe it goes back. I guess
you need a mop, man.
I guess it goes back to
Just kidding.
like when you guys started the relationship.
Yeah.
What? I'm not gonna not boundaries, but what was set in play
From the beginning.
from the get go?
I fucking did everything. I feel like it's my fault. Honestly, it's fucking my fault.
It is.
Why am I gonna lie?
At the end of the day, it's
Hey,
always
baby,
our
I got
fault.
this. I got this, baby.
You want me
You
to
know,
do
don't
that?
worry
I
about
got
it.
you.
Don't worry about it. Quédate todo encuerado en la cama. Don't worry about it. I'll be back. Let me go
No,
clean.
pues sí, hasta
Let me go clean really quick.
hasta con ganas. Sas ahorita.
I know, fucking house spotless.
Spotless.
Ya te acabaste la pizza? Save me a slice.
Can you heat it up, please?
No, I think it was my fault. Yeah, okay. That answered my fucking question. That answered my own fucking question right there.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess it just goes back to when you guys started the relationship. What was set in play at the beginning?
If you did it
what
at
was
the
this-
beginning, you fucked up.
What the standard was.
And yeah, it's because as guys, sometimes we want to like make
Impression.
our significant others' lives easier, and we want to want to leave a good impression. So we do more, or like we tend to do more than we necessarily have
should.
to.
Do you think we do that because
Because we ain't shit, supposedly.
yeah, go ahead. Besides
No,
that, besides that.
like I said, I think
like to be liked?
I think we do it, yeah, because we want to leave a good impression, and so we start doing these things.
So she
And then
can
we
go
wa-
with her friends and be like, oh, my man.
Yeah, my man.
Fuck
But
the
they don't
shit
even be
out of me,
saying that
baby
shit.
oil. Yeah.
We hung out with the Punisher.
I'm the Punisher.
Oh, shit, watch out. Keep that shit in your pants, freeze your meat.
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. She
Yeah.
answered my question.
Yeah,
right
that
there.
did.
She
That
was like,
answered it.
Tu pendejo.
Hey,
It's your
tú,
fault.
pendejo,
She didn't say.
pendejo, por eso hago
Tu
lo que hago,
pendejo, pero
pendejo.
hago lo que hago porque tú me pusiste.
Fue por tu culpa. Oh,
You,
no,
you
por mi-
corroded me.
Oh, yep.
Maybe it wasn't a good idea to bring it on here.
Ándale.
Life, huh? Life.
Ándale, güey.
Ándale.
Hey, this is real life stuff, though, bro.
Yeah, it's
No,
true.
it is. It's good. It's good for everybody to hear shit like that.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I feel the same way, yeah.
Gratuity.
Gratuity. It's a bitch.
Yeah, but I feel the same way as Tony. I don't think I would. If it's already on there as a charge, I don't think I'm gonna tip anymore.
Nope, I'm not.
Really?
Even though my wife would be like, "Hey, tip." Like, no,
Nope.
fucking, I already got it.
And
Or
hey,
Why
she-
if you're in a big group?
Well, and
Let's say it's 20 of us.
let's say it's 20 of us.
well, that's a bigger gratuity.
She was fucking working hard. No, but not always.
I would do
Not
what you
always.
did. I would do what
It's
you
still
did.
20%.
I would do what you did. I would pay for whatever, and I'd be like, if you guys want to leave a tip, fucking have
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah, because
In that-
if
in-
it's 20,
Yeah.
everybody leaves $10. It adds up.
Yeah.
That's
And
$200.
in that case, I would do what you did. I'd be like, I'll pay for this shit. I ain't leaving no tips. So if you guys want to do that, that makes sense. But if it's just
and a lot of times the group that I'm with, or at least a lot of people that I go have dinner with and stuff, if I pay for dinner for everybody, lots of times somebody will be like, "I got the tip," because it's not they're not gonna pay the whole bill, but they know like at least I'm helping in some sort of way, even if it's just a little bit.
you guys remember that commercial that in Univision? ¿Y qué si hago drogas? Es mi vida, ¿no?
Hey, me siento como un pez sin agua.
Yeah, you remember that shit? Sorry, my bad.
Sorry, it just
came to me.
No, yeah, but some people that you go with are just like, I'm not doing shit. But see, I don't like to invite people to eat if I'm not gonna
If you're
pay.
not gonna pay, yeah.
I fucking hate that
I'm
because
gonna pay.
then they're like, oh, we'll split the bill. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, man, like I fucking invited you. I feel like it's my responsibility to pay. That's why I don't invite you guys to eat.
Or like when you
It's all good.
or like
That's
when
why I don't
you
invite
I'm
you.
just, okay, I'm fucking saying, man.
or like when you invite someone, they're like,
You
I
can
don't-
come to
I
my
don't-
birthday.
I don't got money. They'd be like, I didn't ask you if you had money. I asked
yeah.
you if you wanted to go
Come
eat dinner
through.
or not. Like,
I think that's.
see or no?
I think that's a valid point to ask.
Do you
though.
think that's more of a guy thing?
Yeah.
To be like, hey, I invited you, I'm paying for you, or as opposed to like when like all the girls go out with girls, it's like, okay, we're gonna split
Yeah.
it.
Evenly.
the bell, you Venmo me.
Yeah. Do you think that's?
And then there's always that girl that got like
some water.
The wings. She got the like
Oh yeah, she
the
got
breast
whole shebang.
sticks.
Yeah.
And then there's that girl that just got like water and like just her entree, and that was it.
I've seen a video of a girl like freak out, like I only got water. I didn't get what you guys got, so I'm paying for what I got. I'm not gonna split it 5 ways.
It becomes an issue, bro.
She was like, "That's stupid," and I could see her point. I'd be like, I wouldn't want to pay for something, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, why the fuck you going out broke?
Yeah, especially, maybe not going out broke, but just if you just got the water.
Yeah.
And let's say you're just going out with a group of friends and just talking, but these bitches are fat and they're hungry.
Yeah.
And you're not hungry. Like, why the fuck are you going to split the bill?
Yeah.
I see it that way.
Yeah.
But you like if you're gonna go out to eat with friends or family or whatever, you have to know what your friends or family are like.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless it's like you're hanging out with this person for the very first time, then I get it. But like if you know your friends, you know how they are, you know who they are, you should know what's gonna go down.
Yeah.
At one time I went to go eat with my friends, and no, it was like my aunt.
A las pizzas.
But she knows I fucking order a lot.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't order a lot because I want to fucking eat a lot.
Do
I
they
want to
look at you
order.
like, do they look at you like, hey, motherfucker, you better not be ordering that shit.
You better not be ordering. I'm paying, motherfucker. No,
Alright, chill.
no. And usually when I order a shit ton, I offer to pay because I know obviously why the fuck are people gonna pay for my shit.
Yeah.
But what I like to do is if there's like two plates that I like from the same place,
Right.
I just want certain things from those plates, and they're big ass plates.
Right.
So I mean, I'll pay for both the fucking plates, but I'll just eat half and then take the other half home.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just get to fucking talking in the conversation and you fucking eat all the plates.
Yeah,
like, you just fucking munch on it
You're
throughout
like,
the night.
fuck, comí todo.
Yeah,
See, I can't take food home because I don't like leftovers.
Yeah, you don't like leftovers. That's it. I actually like leftovers, but they have to be certain things, like wings. I'll do wings,
Yeah?
like bone in.
Hey, have you ever gone to dinner with someone and you order like just your meal, you know?
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, I'm paying," and you're like, "Damn, if I would have known, I would have got like
little bit
this
more.
and."
I think I did that when I was younger. When I was younger, I think
You would think that way?
But now, no, huh?
I'd be
Like,
like-
you get what you're gonna get, huh? Regardless of who's paying or who's not.
I always do that. I always get the bang for my buck. Like, what can I order that's gonna give me a lot that I don't have to pay that much for? I like doing that shit.
I get what I'm gonna eat and what I
Yeah.
like to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for example, when I go to El Sombrero, I get the Pancho Villa. That shit's like
Shoo.
$35 now.
Damn.
What's that?
I remember
What's
when it was
that?
20.
Hey, but what's in the pancho villa?
Okay, so the
Yeah,
Pancho
tell 'em.
Villa is a
Chicharrón.
Does it
thin-
come with 2 girls with a girl on each side?
Fuck, I wish.
It should come with 2 shots.
1500,
That would be
That shit should come with 2 shots. Anyways.
Man, they're gonna raise it up to $50 if it comes with 2
yeah,
fucking
right.
shots.
Well, think
Each,
about
hey,
it,
each
man.
shot's like
I mean, it'd be good.
each shot is at least $15 depending on what you get.
So the Pancho Villa
It
comes
should.
with a thin slice of chicken breast.
Ooh.
Thin slice.
Ooh.
So they could just grill it quick.
Healthy.
Yeah.
It comes with New York, like carne asada cut, the New
nice.
York
The
steak.
New York steak.
Nice.
Carne asada cut.
El bistec.
El bistec. And then it comes with 2 jalapeno poppers,
Okay.
a taco dorado, the
Uh-huh.
chicken,
Like a flauta?
like a flauta, yeah.
Okay.
And then it comes with guacamole, sour cream, and then it comes with like a little lettuce with a little
Yeah.
tomato
Let's get
and some
salad.
cheese. Yeah, a little salad.
Yeah,
Then it comes
iceberg
with-
lettuce.
Then it comes with an
Is that what that
enchilada and mole.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It comes with an enchilada and mole,
Dang.
rice and
damn.
beans. It's
Wait,
a huge ass plate.
An enchilada de mole.
And so chicken enchilada drenched in the
In-
mole
in the
sauce.
mole. Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
And then
okay.
it comes rice and beans. So it's rice, beans, chicken, beef, 2 jalapeno poppers, the flauta,
Yeah.
and then the fucking the enchilada
Jeez.
and the little salad
Yeah.
That sounds,
and a
that
chile
sounds
frito.
bomb, honestly.
and a chile frito. And then they ask you, ¿de qué tortillas quieres?
Damn. But they only give you fucking
Hey.
3 tortillas.
3 tortillas,
de
yeah.
harina.
Yeah, I know that. I always get the harina. When I go
I
to a
knew
Mexican
it.
restaurant, I always get the harina. Which you know what I found out is that the typical the original asada taco came on a tortilla de harina.
Really?
Makes sense.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
maíz. It was harina.
It was
Mas
it wasn't
maíz.
maize.
The authentic carne asada taco
Yeah.
on a fucking flour tortilla.
That makes sense. That sounds good. I usually get the
But it's a big ass plate, guys.
Fajitas rancheros.
Oh, then they give you chips and salsa.
Yeah, that's just fucking
Oh
damn.
man.
Yo, I didn't even know that 4 chips equals a tortilla.
Nah, I don't think so.
You
I
don't
think it's
think
more
so?
like I think
Well,
it's more like six.
Like a
six.
smaller tortilla.
I think it's more like
Oh.
6 to 8.
So 6
6 to 8, maybe the bigger
Yeah,
tortilla.
yeah. We'll make a full.
But
But
still,
still,
hey, there's
tell me you're
sometimes
not
where
eating, like-
I'll eat the whole basket by myself.
Same.
I've done that.
There was one time.
I
Just-
ate 2 baskets.
I was gonna say, I'll get on the second one
Silvia
too.
have ate 2 baskets just fucking waiting for our food, and then our food.
I've
It's like
done the
Texas
same
Roadhouse.
fucking
You eat
thing.
like fucking 8 rolls.
That's the point, right? For them. I mean, I've done the same.
I think restaurants spend more on fucking, oh, me da una cajita. Then maybe that's where they're getting their upcharge is the
Yeah.
food to pay for the little cajitas that you fucking take home.
Well,
go
hey, why we
boxes.
always come back to food?
because we're fat. Well, I am.
Me too.
It still smells like pizza in here.
¿Quieres unas pizzas? But yeah, that's why I always get the fucking fajitas rancheros or something like that. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. The bacon wrapped shrimp, the fucking
Well,
chicken.
have you ever got?
beef.
Have you ever got
Son of a
camarones?
bitch. Huh? A la diabla.
No, it's like a. It's like una ensalada de camarón, but it comes with like rice,
Yeah.
but lettuce. It's like a fucking salad, but it's huge.
Yeah,
Sylvia,
yeah, yeah.
Sylvia gets it. That's why I was like,
Huh.
damn, that's fucking. I want to try that.
Yeah. I'm always
Those
scared
roasted
to
vegetables. and
to
shit. Try something new.
try something new. Yeah, I always go to what I like. Even and then my go-to plate from there is the chile colorado.
That's
Fucking,
good,
that shit's
too.
fucking good. Whatever sauce they make it with, super fucking sweet. Like the mole we had this
Like
weekend.
they import it and shit
Yeah,
from like
uh,
Seattle,
something. It's probably canned.
from the Cisco
Uh.
facility in Seattle.
Yeah, it's
I
probably.
can't do canned stuff.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
I-
most
I
of the
don't
stuff
even-
at Mexican restaurants is canned stuff.
Canned,
Oh.
yeah. It's not
Like all the sauces,
it's not
all the
as a-
sauces. Tony.
Don't even tell me.
It's not as authentic as you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then why do they? I'm gonna sue them because why do they put authentic
False
Mexican
advertisement?
food? Yeah.
No.
Bro, half of the Mexicans that are working there were born in like 1993 here in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that mean? They don't know how to cook?
I don't know.
I mean,
The stuff that your mom makes, my wife, my
compared
mom,
to that,
that's
no.
all. That's authentic.
Yeah.
Their
and
shit is canned.
This caters
Does-
Mexican restaurants here in the United States, and
Okay,
and
okay,
I'm
yeah.
saying some. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
not
yeah.
all,
Right.
but they cater to the white man.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a Tex-Mex.
yeah.
Isn't
It's a
it?
Tex-Mex feel. Yeah,
It's always I mean, it's almost like Taco Bell.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not shitting on Taco Bell. Taco Bell's good.
I like the
I like-
nacho fries.
My daughter likes those too. I haven't really had them, but I'm more of a chalupa kind of guy.
I know,
Me
but
too.
bro. Well, since you're a chalupa kind of guy,
Yeah.
When I go to get chalupas, they're fucking always cold.
Cold. Yeah, I
They,
don't know.
they didn't used to be like that.
I haven't. It's been a while since I've gotten a chalupa. Since I got a
Yeah.
Taco Bell, period. But
It's been like
when
3
I
months. for
ordered
me.
one, it is cold.
Yeah, and I remember I worked at Taco Bell for one day,
Yeah.
and I remember those motherfuckers. Well, at that Taco Bell when I was on the corner of 9th
Yeah, that was the good one.
and
to go
Rose, they would deep fry the shells as soon as people ordered them.
To.
Those
Oh,
because they deep fry the chalupa shells.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
not like. They would deep fry them as soon as somebody would order them, and then fucking serve it, and it was hot.
yeah.
And now this fucking restaurant fucking serves it cold, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh,
happened to
because
the
they
old
make it like
chalupa?
they make it ahead of
It's
time.
pre-made.
Yeah.
Hey, Taco Bell, going to that Taco Bell right after the quinceañeras. That was the spot.
Yeah.
Like, so after the quinceañeras, you would go to Taco Bell and you would find out if there's a
Or
party
Jack.
or Jack.
Some
But
people go to Jack.
before Jack, it was Taco Bell.
Yeah, before Jack.
And you'd go there, get your food, meet in
They
the
were
parking
open
lot.
till like 3 or some shit. I remember
Where's
that.
that? Where's the party? Where we going? I'm gonna Hamilton.
Oh, talking about Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to another restaurant here in town. California Burrito Bros.
I haven't
I
tried
thought
it.
they were 24 hours.
They're not?
No, I
That's
went.
what it says.
I passed by this morning after coming back from the gym,
Yeah.
and it was dark. It was all dark in there.
Es que no conviene. Like
It's
realistically.
Maybe they're 24 hours on the weekends, but
Maybe-
why have it in your name though?
yeah,
I mean,
it
false
is in their name.
advertisement.
It
Yeah.
is in their name. I have yet to go there.
I like the Cali Burrito Bros. That's what it's called.
Damn. Damn, what's in that bitch?
It's bacon.
No, I'm not calling you that. I'm calling the burrito.
Let me tell you. Steak, bacon, cheese, potato, sour cream.
Ooh,
It's good,
that
bro.
shit sounds good.
It's fucking good.
I always get that's kind of similar to the Cali bacon burrito from fucking
Del Taco.
Del Taco.
Yeah, kind of similar. Yeah,
That's kind of the same thing.
yeah. But over here they put like different kind of fries. I think.
Yeah, they use crinkle cut over there.
Yeah, crinkle cut at
yeah.
Del Taco.
Oh,
But
we know our fries. And,
and then
Hey, I love fries.
over
man.
here they
Hey.
use shoestring.
yeah, I don't like shoestring fries.
That is one
No,
thing.
no, no.
I
They're
really-
they're thicker. They're thicker fries.
No, over at
The California place,
California. Yeah, I don't like shoestring fries. I don't know. If they're I like the steak cut, crinkle cut, and curly fries.
Well, have you
House
guys
fries?
have you guys ever had the fries at Counterside?
House fries are good.
Have you guys ever been to Counterside?
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
next to Maple Counter?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what they did to their fries. I fucking hate their fries now.
Really?
Bro, these are like shoestring, but they're like skinny shoestring.
Yeah.
Like skinny, bro. Like that cable is thicker than the fries.
Thicker than a Snickers.
Thicker than a Snickers.
Yeah, I don't like that shit.
Their burgers have all right flavor. You like the thick ones?
No, that is something
Or
I'll
the
get
skinny
no matter
ones.
where I go.
Pause.
For the most part, I'll get fries.
You know where they used to have really good fries? You know, Taco Time? They used to have the Mexi fries.
Taco time. Okay.
Fuck, dude, I miss those.
Yeah.
fucking
No,
Mexi fries.
I would pass by it. I would never stop there.
Really?
Yeah. Where Yuncapetis is?
Yeah, where you got
Yeah,
picked up?
I
That was
wouldn't-
Taco Time.
Yeah. I remember that, but I wouldn't
Mark,
stop
do you
there.
remember that? No,
No, man.
Hell no. He don't remember that.
In front of Yungapeti, there's like a tree. I call it the butt plug tree.
Why?
Look at it. Next time you drive by it, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I gotta get it out of your head.
No, I always.
Kind of like the water tower over in College Place looks like a meth pipe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is it College Place or is it some?
No, it's the VA.
it's
The VA one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people do say that a lot because
Looks
I
like
used
a-
to work there,
Yeah.
and people are like, "Oh, you work at the meth shop?" I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, we're right under it." Oh, here you go.
Just don't pop it. Fucking flood.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I don't think-
Well, once you get to it, it's thick as fuck.
Fucking
Like
yeah, that's what
it
she
looks, it looks skinny from far away, but once you get close,
Hey. Pause.
that pipe look big.
Oh shit! No Diddy. 1500.
1500.
Hey man.
Oh shit, yeah, but yeah, people call it that though.
Yeah.
Even people that are walking.
You
work over by
you
my
hear Donald Trump got a new nickname?
What is it?
What is it?
Taco.
Why?
Because he folds on his tariffs. He was like, "What a nasty thing that you would say about me. Why would you bring that up?"
A taco?
Yeah,
I
'cause
thought you
they-
liked taco bowls,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
because he folds on all his tariffs. Because he hasn't been able to
Or is
stick
it because they fold him?
something.
Like I'm gonna fold you.
Because they call his bluffs. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, he got that new nickname, Taco.
Damn.
El Taco.
El taco, el orange taco,
That'd be. That sounds like an ice cream taco right there.
or the Doritos Locos
Oh, the
tacos.
Dorito Locos.
That's orange.
That shit was super like salty.
Well, you buy the Old Paso. I just had some. You want me to
Which
bring
one?
some?
Which one?
We just had some tonight.
Like chips?
No, like the tacos from Taco Bell.
Oh no, I'm good. But
No. We didn't get them from Taco Bell. We made them here at home.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, like, do they sell the shells?
Yeah, I bought the
Okay,
shells
okay,
at
okay,
Safeway.
okay.
But the brand is
I've made, like, chalupas
Ortega.
at home.
The brand is like Ortega
No,
or
no.
Old Taco.
Crunch wraps.
Yeah,
You-
crunch wraps.
You know in the yellow box.
Yeah.
Okay, so I buy it in the
El
in the yellow-
Paso?
El Paso or some shit like that. Yeah. Tex-Mex. My daughter's like, "Can you make the taco with a Dorito?" I was
Hey,
like,
yeah. I haven't seen
It
you
tastes
post,
good.
I haven't
Doesn't
seen you
taste
post any
Food?
Yeah, anything like that. You used to make a
just
lot
been
of stuff for
fucking lazy,
on your
bro.
flat girl.
I just been lazy.
Yeah.
I
What
just
the hell?
I just fucking
You know what I also
like
do?
one's like, I eat because I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy because I eat.
Yeah, that's me.
Sometimes when I make nachos at home, I'll
Uh-huh.
use Dorito chips.
Ooh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. That
That's
sounds,
bomb.
Can't go wrong with that shit.
that sounds good.
Nachos are good.
I like actually fucking using the Santitas or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it's called.
the $2
And then,
fucking bag of chips.
and then putting like the sharp and
Sharp
the sharp cheddar cheese.
from the wick.
Yeah, from the wick. What's wick?
El Wick? You don't know what WIC is?
Is it like the nutritional?
Yeah, it's those fucking little like checks that you would get. You could be able to get the
Oh,
milk.
like when you
You could
got
get
the milk and shit.
cheese,
Yeah.
eggs, and all that shit.
Fuck, that was like fucking
Back in the day,
2011
well,
for me.
well, people still get it, but
Yeah.
it's because I just said it because
I think it's a card now.
yeah, it's a debit card.
I think it's a card
style.
because I saw a lady paying with
Yeah.
it. And it had like a little apple.
Yeah, a little week. El week.
And it said a week, yeah.
I was like, how did we?
I thought it was
fucking milk, juice,
like Cheerios and
Yeah,
shit. Like you
yeah.
could only buy Cheerios.
plain. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember those.
It
Yeah,
always
yeah,
trips-
it was the 1 pound
yeah,
block of cheese.
the 1
Yeah.
pound cheese.
And
It
they
always
grate
it
it.
always trips me out because it's like the government will give you that, but yet when they serve food at the schools, that doesn't fall into play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's nothing nutritious like and shit like that. Like that shit is crazy. And then they serve a lot of soy. Like when they do meat,
At school?
like a lot of ground beef from like schools,
Well, the reason they
Taco
put
Bell.
the reason they put so much soy in it is so that it can last a long time. The salt will help it not go bad.
Yeah,
fuck is that?
that's crazy. Soy is not good for males. That shit's full of estrogen.
I've heard about that. Is that why
So, in
all
beer-
7-day Adventists are kind of like?
Nah. Well, they're starting to sell meat over at fucking Andy's.
Well, yeah,
they
but
buy that bacon up like crazy.
Oh,
the veggie bacon,
No,
I don't-
actual
Oh.
meat.
I don't really like pork, but bacon.
bro. I didn't think they sold pork. I knew they sold beef
Yeah,
and
they
chicken.
They sell
They sell pork now.
and that shit goes quick. They love that.
Because
shit.
the last time I was in Andy's, I think I saw pork grinds, and I was like, "The devil has came into the store."
pork grinds, those are actually pretty healthier. Those are healthier than chips.
Yeah,
The pork
grinds.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sylvia did that instead of chips. She would do that.
yeah,
I mean,
they're pretty good.
yeah, she'd do that instead of chips.
Eat that shit.
What is that, like carnitas or what?
You never had the pork grinds?
Yeah, no, but what
It's skin,
Isn't
bro.
it? Yeah.
pork? It's like carnitas,
It's
no?
the pork skin.
Yeah.
No, it's cueritos.
Oh, cueritos.
I wait.
Yeah,
I don't really like all that.
you gotta fuck with that shit.
It's pork. I don't
Heavy.
Really, I don't really like pork.
You gotta
man.
fuck with it heavy.
Like, why? Is it just something like your
Psychological,
family
I
never
think.
made?
No,
or?
my family
No,
loves it.
Or
They
you
always
think
they
pork-
always make fun of me. Tú no eres mexicano.
Or you think
That's
pork is
fucking
like
weird.
Or you think pork is dirty? A lot of
Yeah, it's psychological.
like
It
like
is
a lot of
dirty.
people have said, "Oh, I don't like pork because they sit in their shit." I was
Yeah.
like, "You
They're-
sit in shit too?"
They're bottom feeders.
Yeah.
Just like like shrimp and I mean just
Not
talking
just
about
that though.
shrimp.
I
Like,
love
there's been
bacon.
lots of studies that eating pork is super bad for our bodies.
High in
Really?
sodium. Yeah.
Because I actually saw a study that said that fucking it's good for you.
Yeah.
It's good protein.
I bet.
To each their own, I think. I mean,
Why are these studies so different though? Like,
'Cause
let's come
everybody
out
wants
with a fucking study that's really gonna fucking be like, this is it. This
Yeah.
is the standard. Because like how Tony was saying, it's super bad for you. And then I've seen a thing that says like the pork chop
Yeah.
is fucking just pure protein.
Huh.
Because there's no fat in the pork chop.
Right.
The fat is on the outer side of the pig. If you ever noticed that.
Yeah,
Which is like
yeah.
the bacon,
Yeah.
The bacon. Yeah.
which I love bacon.
fucking bacon.
Yeah.
Everybody loves bacon.
But they
You know
said
what I
like
like
when
doing?
you eat a pork chop, it's like
I like
that's good.
I like making biscuits with gravy, but instead of sausage, I'll use bacon.
Bro,
Ooh-wee.
have you ever put fucking sausage and bacon in it?
Sheesh.
Yeah, you're fucking missing out.
Jeez.
know.
Just put me on.
You
Too
know what,
many
bro?
ideas.
Yeah, you know what? Let me give you a fucking idea right now. You know the fucking gravy they sell at the chef store in the can? I know you don't like
There,
canned
there
shit.
you go with the can. Nope.
No, but listen.
Nope.
Hear me out.
I can't. Psychologically, I
Hear me
can't.
out.
I
Okay.
make my own gravy.
Okay,
Sa-
let
sa-
me
sa-
dump
sa-
it out
whip
of
it
the
up.
can. Let's say it's already in the pan.
Scratch.
Let's see. I know from scratch it's the best.
Oof.
But
Las pizzas.
las pizzas ya llegaron. But let me tell you this. I know you don't like canned shit, but let me hear me out. You dump, and this is on a fasting because we went camping. That's why we
yeah.
we took one of these.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So when we went camping, we emptied out a can of that gravy, and the one at the chef store, and it has
How
to be
big is
that
it?
specific.
How big
one.
is it?
It's like
Like 2 pounds?
I don't know. It's this fucking big. It fed fucking 10 of us,
Sheesh.
and we still had leftover. So what we did is one of my friend brought 2 big ass packs of bacon. It was like this fucking big, hella bacon, because 1 pack was enough
You were
for all
eating,
of us.
huh?
Bro.
You were eating and eating and eating, or what?
No. Check this
And
out.
you're like, I thought I told you that we won't stop.
That I've told you that.
we won't stop. So we put the can, and the can has so much meat, like sausage meat in it.
That's what she said.
Yeah, a little sausage.
Oh, there's sausages already in there?
The sausage is already in the can, in the
Oh,
gravy.
okay.
It's already mixed in there.
Yeah, no, I can't do
So
that.
we fucking crispied up the bacon like hella crispy, and then we fucking chopped it and added it to that. Bro, it was fucking, not gonna lie to you. We added it with fucking the fat todo, just fucking
Yes,
in the gravy.
yes, that's what I do. I add the fat too.
And then, bro, it was probably one of the best gravies I've ever tasted. And it
bet.
came from a fucking can.
Can't.
If it was real, it probably would have been the best.
I don't
gravy
even
ever.
like Alfredo sauce from a can. I can't.
Yeah, I don't.
I have to make it myself.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Like the spaghetti sauce too?
Spaghetti sauce, I will only because I don't know how to make spaghetti sauce. I've tried, and I always
But wait, do you get it from a can or from a jar?
from a jar.
Okay,
I left the door ajar.
a jar. That's what the fuck. Door, a jar.
That's what that shit means.
Your door. I used to drive a car that said, "Your door is a jar." They used to talk to me. I was like, "Fuck, what is this? 2026?
Bitch, you're stupid. It's a door.
The door
no
is
fucking
open.
jar. Yeah.
Door open.
Door
Duh.
open. Oh yeah.
A jar."
And fucking purple parasol. In the back door, where the fucking people would come in through the back door.
Oh, to get
Door
like their
open.
tux fitted?
Yeah.
For the quinceañeras?
Yeah.
That was now it's what Henry Earl's,
Yeah.
the winery, but it used to be purple
Purple
parasol.
Parasol.
I went there so many times, man.
Same.
I think I came out in 15 quinceañeras.
Yeah,
Damn,
me
I only
too.
came out in like 4.
Damn.
No, I think it was 5.
That's light work.
My mom was
It
like,
was 5.
"Te voy a rentar para las quinceañeras."
My
already-
mom,
Yeah, it
mom
was
was
fine.
like,
Hey, I already knew all the steps.
my mom was like, "Hey, you can't be saying yes to everybody." And I'm like, "Well, they fucking asked me. I don't know what to tell
These
you."
bitches are hungry.
Uh-huh. From a year above me
They're 15.
to my grade, and then to the 2 years below, like
Sheesh.
year below, and then a year below. that shit.
you got around.
And you know why I only did
Yeah.
5? Let me
Yeah.
tell you. Let me tell you why I only did 5.
El chuyito.
Oh yeah, dude. Whatever happened to that fool?
He took off.
I don't think. I think he transitioned into someone else. I don't know what her name is.
Chuyin?
Yeah, I think but he took off.
Chunita?
Hey, and all those bailes were the same fucking dance too.
That's why I'm telling you, I knew all the steps already. Like
Mija,
before they
ponte
even
las
taught it,
botas.
I already like,
You're like,
I got
which one
this.
is it?
1500.
Vals de las mariposas?
Yeah.
Dun.
Quiero bailar.
Yeah.
Like, why can't we
Or
get
like-
an updated fucking
Or like
song?
the old school songs, the try me.
Oh fuck yeah.
try me.
I remember Silvia was in a quinceañera, the same quinceañera I was in. Sylvia, I was a chambelan, but she was like part of the surprise dance. And they
snap.
danced to Nina Sky.
Oh.
Which one?
Dun, dun, dun.
No, move your body, girl. The way you ride it, girl. and the girl's like,
Move your body, everybody.
yeah, fucking elephant man. and then all the girls were
Grab
like,
your ankles.
fucking 15, and they're like, the way you ride it, girl. I was like, what the fuck?
Hey, back in the day, we used to fucking freak dance. Y'all remember that shit?
Yep.
Bro, I remember that.
Hey, I dare you, when you get in your house, ask your teenage daughter, hey, if I tell you we were freak dances, what do you think that means?
She's probably
And
going to
they're
say some
like,
Diddy
what the
shit.
Fuck?
Like,
Like,
the freak off?
Yeah.
No, you know what they call them now? Grinding circles.
Grinding. Oh, grinding
Circles?
circles?
They do circles?
Okay.
Like-
So the teacher won't see you.
Hey,
Yeah, so they make a circle.
Circles.
kind of like when you're dancing with your family and you're in a circle, and then the person goes in the middle,
they're
and everybody
close.
goes, hey,
Dale, dale,
baila, solo.
But,
Solo,
so
solo.
it's guy,
El toro,
guy,
el toro.
and the girls are in front of the guy. It's a grinding circle.
Fuck.
Yeah, and I know this because I fucking DJ at the high schools.
At high schools, yeah.
No grinding circle.
I'm not gonna say which high schools, but high schools.
Yeah.
No grinding
Shit,
circle.
we had dances at the Armory in Milton Freewater.
But they're not allowed. Grinding circles are not allowed.
No. But to be honest, we always figured out a way, right?
Oh, we'll always figure out a way.
Like when I was in high school, there was a year where they made us do like you could
Hand
dance with someone, but you had to be
I want to dance with somebody.
you had to be like distance, like arm length distance.
Fuck,
And
that's-
people did it for like maybe 30 minutes, and
Middle
after
school,
that,
bro.
Not even. Yeah.
all the chaperones got tired of telling everybody stop doing that, so they were like,
Let's take it back to middle school.
haz lo
Oh,
que
the
te da,
slow dance.
haz lo que te da tu chingada gana, pues, cabrón.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
But that was Milton though.
I was
Wale
a-
was a little different.
I was one of the only. I shouldn't say only, but I was only one of the guys like at my age. I knew how to dance. Like I could dance.
perro.
El
cebollita.
So
Show
you
me.
You'd always find me on the dance floor, baby.
El cebollita.
Hey.
Hey, the song, "Baby, why you crying?"
Yeah, that's the first song I danced with my wife.
You know what? You know what song we played in middle school?
Which
at,
one?
at Central, not Central. Fucking, cause I only went to one dance at Central when I was in 7th
Oh,
grade.
okay, yeah.
And then I came to Garrison.
You heard doom 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 hot shit. That's
I'm going down, down,
That's
man.
the motherfucker.
And you know what else? Like, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. And then
Y'all are a little older
I
than
wanna
am.
lick you from your head to your toes, and I wanna,
Ooh.
bro, middle school.
What about gyro? Murder ain't shit.
Yeah.
Every time I
And then I do. I just between me and you.
The
freaky things that we do. Diddy was
I
there.
think for-
between me and you.
I think for me it was when I was in middle school. I think
When
it
first
was
let it off.
Freak a Leak.
Oh,
Freak a
that
Leak,
shit
yeah.
too.
And then lovers and friends.
fuck.
I remember that one too.
I hated when
Tell
they,
me again.
I hated when they, I think it was a Three Doors Down song. It was Kryptonite.
Oh yeah.
Because it
man.
started out slow, like it was a slow dance, and then if I'm in heaven,
Yeah, it was
call me
ding, ding, ding,
Superman.
ding,
Yeah,
ding. Damn, Three Doors Down is not coming to the fairgrounds,
that's
Nope.
guys.
bullshit.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, he got
did they get replaced or what?
Stage
No.
6 can't.
Stage
Stage
four.
6.
Stage 6.
Stay away, going.
He's fucking dead.
Stage 4.
Skipped 1 through 4.
Hey, he's fucking corroded.
Yeah, he's corroded already. You're like,
Stage
what the
6.
fuck?
Who the fuck is this guy talking about? Stage 6.
And corroded.
Stage 3.
Stage 4.
Oh, but hey,
Oh, okay.
speaking of, we're gonna have a concert here in Walla, and they're bringing Banda El Mexicano. You know who I would want to be?
Who?
That guy, the main one, the singer. I would want to be his son. Have you ever seen him come out in the videos?
no.
That fool just dances, bro. And he gets paid to just come out and dance, and he just dances like
That's fucking
like
cool.
an idiot, bro. He looks like an idiot. Watch his
Oh, okay,
videos.
okay.
Watch Banda Mexicano's
I was
videos.
gonna say, is it like equivalent to
I'd get paid to be
to,
to be an idiot too if I was.
Beyonce's
Monkey.
daughter? How she's like a backup dancer? With
Oh
her?
yeah.
Is it something like that? Like he
Nah,
actually dances,
Nah, like
no,
this
he
fool,
dances
this fool just
every
dances
song,
like an
bro.
idiot, bro.
yeah, huh?
And he's like, put
Yeah.
his hands out.
yeah, he doesn't even know, and he
back
doesn't even know how to
then,
dance.
That was the dance, bro. I think that was the dance
back then.
Have you ever seen the quebraditas and shit?
Oh no,
yeah,
they
yeah.
got down though.
They
The
got- yeah.
quebraditas got down.
Like when they used to spin their hats.
yeah.
And spin the back of their
Ba-
legs.
hey, speaking of that, Banda Maguey is coming too.
Oh yeah, Banda Maguey.
They've been
That's
make-
who I really want to go see.
They've been making a comeback because lately the quebraditas are coming back.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
I feel like I contributed to the quebraditas coming back.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
I like to play quebraditas, and a lot of people don't like to play them.
Sheesh.
Watch. Check this out. Let me fucking show you here. We're gonna get.
Hey, but did we
we
agree?
get another
Hey,
copyright.
did we
strike.
agree though? Are those two songs the same ones?
Which ones? No, we
The
didn't.
Caballo-
We didn't.
Like Caballo Dorado and
No.
another one?
No, we didn't.
No.
They're not.
They're different.
So they're not the same
They're
song.
not the same.
But they're the same artist.
same artist.
Okay.
So we did agree that they're not the same song.
Same
They're not the
artist,
same song.
different songs.
Oh, okay.
That's when the. He's like.
This is what I grew up listening to. This is why Tony Baloney can dance.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. They're going to Walla.
Fuck, spinning everywhere.
Bro, there'd be sometimes I'd go out dance.
I think I'm gonna go see him. Just
go.
Just ask him to play this pupurri song. That's it. That's all I want him to play.
They call me Taco, but it's okay.
But Tony knows. Tony knows.
yeah, he does.
There'd be some times, man, I'd go to a dance. Nobody wanted to dance with me. I'd be like, I don't need you. I'd dance by myself.
Bitch. You want to dance?
No? Okay.
Me neither.
What the hell are you doing here?
Yeah, I would go to
home.
dances.
What the helly?
I would go to
the helio?
dances and
What the heliante?
Sylvia would wait for me
What
to
the
dance.
Halle Berry?
Oh, snap.
But we weren't like boyfriend and girlfriend. Like,
Oh, shit.
she'd just be like, "Oh,
But she's
Alan's
been loyal even before the title.
Alan's a good dancer."
He can dance salsa.
See?
We didn't really dance salsa. I think it was more
Oh,
like
salsa's
like banda. And,
Salsa's
like,
kind of hard, though.
quebradita. Salsa.
he
is
can
a
do
little
it.
hard. Quebradita. I can do it. I can dance fucking anything I want.
Yeah.
When I went to Colombia,
I believe it.
we went to
believe it.
we went to
Cabo
a
Sellers
club.
next week. Come through.
Oh.
When I went to Colombia, we went to a club called El Triato de la Salsa, the theater of salsa.
Oh.
They got down,
They're fucking good, dude.
bro. Yeah, I
It's
couldn't.
like-
I could not.
That's where that shit's created.
They tried to teach me, but I was like, I can't. I can't.
I'd be like, if I was down there, I'd be like, I'm
But the
I'm
place to go
just
if
a
you want to
learner.
dance, if you want to dance salsa, the place to go is Cali.
Yeah, there's a song.
Because
There's a salsa song
in
that
Medellin it's
mentions Cali.
perreo, you know?
Is salsa and merengue the same thing?
No,
No.
What's
different.
different rhythm?
they're all different. Yeah, they're all different. They're your feet movement are different.
Damn. And obviously bachatas is different as well.
Yes, bachata
So
is
those
different.
are all three different fucking moves.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is salsa.
Yep.
Okay. And then this is merengue.
Nah, I like perreo.
Ay, wait.
This is
And
merengue.
it goes back to our
That's merengue.
Yeah.
But a lot of people consider, a lot of people say this is salsa, but it's a merengue. And then we have bachata,
jeez.
bro. It's wild.
What's that? Aventura?
It's Romeo Santos, Kiko
Yep.
Rodriguez. Yeah, this is a good song. That's bachata. Let's see how many copyright strikes we get on this video.
We're gonna get kicked out. We'll just start a new channel. Fucking.
And then what other one did you want to know?
That's it. It was just
I
those
don't
three.
wanna know.
If you
Playing me, keep it on the low. You fucking hoe.
Question for y'all: how do y'all feel about
Hoes?
listening to like Diddy's music? Because
I don't
Diddy
mind
made
it.
some good music.
Give me some bangers.
He made some bangers back in the day, and
So-
and some people think we should not be listening to his bangers no more.
I like the song. I like the song right here.
What?
I like the beat.
But
I just
come
like
on.
the beat to that.
Come on,
It's the same thing as like.
the music is
So who do you think would be worse to listen to? P. Diddy or R. Kelly?
yeah. See, R. Kelly has some bangers too.
I listen to R. Kelly still.
Yeah.
Fiesta, fiesta.
You know what I'm saying? So which one's worse? None of them?
What's the part that he says? In the club, to the wood, to the bar.
Mine's the remix. Now usually I don't do this, but go ahead, break them off a little bit of the remix. I'm not trying to be rude, but hey,
Baby
pretty girl,
girl,
I'm feeling you the way you do the things you do.
Lately, I've been listening to these guys.
Let me get that toot
The, the
112?
112,
Yeah.
and that was Diddy,
Hell yeah.
and the
Fire.
you know.
From the bar to the
Fucking
telly where it goes,
fucking- Hella copyright.
Go to Spotify and listen to the remix
Hey.
of Peaches and Cream.
We're actually gonna plan on doing a little Spotify list for you guys. You know, the DJ Alan and Compas.
Yeah,
playlist.
yeah, we'll
just,
fucking
just
kill
for
it.
you guys. That way, if you get tired of listening to our voices, you can listen to
It's
the
like
music.
it's
we
like the
listen
same thing. People said stuff about Michael Jackson music. Like for a while, they were like, for me being a DJ, they're like, hey, at weddings, they'd be like, oh, don't play Michael Jackson, don't play Michael Jackson, and then everybody forgot about it, and now we playing Michael Jackson.
You know what that song's about?
Huh?
Yeah. I do know. Did they know they made him take out that
Yeah.
a lot of words in that song?
Now we
did.
playing. Now we playing Michael Jackson. Boom, 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 boom. I better cut that one short because that one is This
Copyright for sure.
motherfucker Jackson 5 will copyright my ass. But no, yeah, I mean, I think it just the music's there. It's never gonna die. It doesn't, maybe it wasn't made in the best of intentions, but people didn't know that when it came out. People were rocking that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, let me go this way. If you hate one of your family members before you were cool with your family member, and now you're not, like, still your family member.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. A classic's a classic. It's never gonna go away.
Yeah.
If it's a banger, it's a banger.
It's a banger.
My shit bang.
Who's calling my phone?
I still haven't heard that song.
You haven't?
No.
Is it Stacy? Is it Stacy?
Tony smacked his teeth.
Is it Hector?
Hey, my dad, he used to hate that.
Is it whiskey?
That shit?
Yeah.
That shit would drive him crazy.
Oh,
yeah,
when you were-
man.
like
when
with
I
your
was a little
teeth?
kid, and I'd be like, he'd be like,
My dad would smack me, bro.
yeah, like,
My
you
dad
do,
smacked
you
me
do that
maybe
one
2
more
times.
time.
My dad hated when we said whatever.
Oh yeah,
He hated
because
that
you're like
shit.
undermining him.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Como que whatever, cabrón.
Go get whatever. Yeah.
When I would do that with my teeth, I remember I was in the car one time with my dad, and he's like, nomás te voy a dar 15 minutos. He's like, 15 minutos te voy a llevar a la quinceañera. It was in fucking Loudon.
And you're like,
Quinceañera. And he's like, I don't want to fucking drive out there, que la chingada. I don't know if my dad had his license suspended. I don't know
Right,
what the
right,
fuck the
but-
issue was. He didn't want to fucking go.
I mean, let's be real. There's sometimes you, as a parent, you just don't want to.
just
Like
don't
you're
wanna
just like,
fucking do it,
I'm
yeah.
home. I just want to kick it home.
It's like when Liliana tells me, hey, take me to Safeway. I'm like, fucking walk your ass. She's like, it's 10 o'clock. I don't give a fuck. ¿Pa qué? Me roban.
Vete pa' allá.
But yeah, sometimes you don't want to drive. And
Cierra la puerta.
my dad's like, te voy a levantar en 2 horas. I was like, and then,
fuck.
dude,
My
I fucking,
My dad would give me one warning.
no, I wouldn't even get a warning.
My dad had a glare that fucking killed me. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh shit. The
You got that from
Gonzalez
our
glare.
grandma, yeah.
He's like,
It
it's
was
the
just a
same glare
glare.
I
And
give.
I'm like, oh fuck.
Same glare I give at the Sunday league. Motherfucker.
What was I gonna say? Fuck. When we were playing soccer, when I was playing soccer, he'd always he'd be like, "Macista la pierna," and I'm like, "What the fuck does that mean? Like, you want me to run with my legs straight?
Hey,
Like, what does that
Now you know what it
mean?
means, though.
I
right?
think-
Still don't know what
No?
that means.
I think he meant like cuando
yeah, when you're gonna shoot, you gotta get hard.
get hard. Yeah.
that shit
do
don't make
some
sense because I
blue
was
chew.
running. Like, how you want me to shoot my guy if I'm not even close? To
Or maybe he was trying to
You know
have
what I'm
you.
saying? Like, I'm
maybe-
not even close.
Were you
bro.
a defender?
No, I was a forward.
Oh, okay.
That didn't make sense.
Maybe
So
a
I'm just-
maciza la
Yeah,
pierna
pierna. And I'm like, what?
pa que
I'm
le den
not
más
there
recio,
yet.
mijo.
And then he'd be like, pass the ball. I'm like, fuck that. I'm scoring. I'm not passing this shit.
Because I remember people would say amaciza el cuerpo when I was a defender.
Still don't know what that means.
Like amaciza, like stand still.
tighten
Like
your shit.
Yeah,
stand
tighten your
tight.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
So
wanted
that
me
if
to
you were
tighten
gonna-
my fucking leg?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he wanted
and-
you to tighten your leg.
And you were all corroded
That's
and
what I'm
shit.
saying. Like, he wanted me to run with my leg all tight.
Hey, he wanted
Like,
you to.
that don't make sense
He wanted
to
you
me.
to run like Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
like Forrest Gump.
I love you, Johnny.
That's
I
what
love you,
that's what I
Johnny.
pictured in my head. Like, you want me to run like that? That shit don't make sense, bro. Like,
No, like-
make it make sense because a pisar la pierna pa qué?
Run like Forrest Gump when his things are coming out.
Like if I'm trying to make
sometimes-
the shit not come out of my ass or something.
Not to change directions, but sometimes I feel like women want us to be like Forrest Gump.
Just accept everything.
Yeah, and love Jenny
Fuck.
through everything.
Even though
I
Jenny
love
was a
you,
fucking hoe.
Jenny.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Well, fuck. It's like Cassie's husband where he had to sit through all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you really. I'm not gonna sit. Honestly, you know how I'm gonna sit through that?
You know what?
25 mil.
Let's
Give
move.
me 25 mil and I ain't gonna say nothing.
Let's move to the Diddy case. This
Damn,
is
you're
our
trying to go
part.
Diddy,
Our part 3
diddly.
of the Diddy case. I think it's our last part, right?
Should be.
For a while.
No.
Should be.
Let's have it
Every week, some
week?
shit new
Every
always
week?
comes out.
Okay, let's do
He just had. So far, it's
part 3.
part 3. He's had
Go.
a total of 17 witnesses have taken the stand. We've already talked about the first 3, which was Israel Flores. If you guys remember, Israel Flores was the officer at that. He was not the officer. He was the security guard at that hotel where the video of Cassie, where she was getting beat down, came out. Okay, he was there. Witness number 2 was the escort. Is it Daniel?
The first one.
The first one. The first escort. I don't know if it's Daniel. No.
So I found out that he was paying the escorts anywhere from $1,500 to $6,000, depending on how they performed, how well they performed.
That's freaking crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, it was. So Daniel Phillips was one of them. We know the story about Daniel Phillips, how he was an escort, how he got contracted to be. He was a stripper. How he got contacted, with Cassie and Diddy. How they continued their stuff.
He was a stripper with a big pee-pee.
No, that wasn't him. I mean, that's how P Diddy wanted him, right?
Right.
So I can't say he didn't. Witness number 3 was Cassie Ventura. We know her story. We know how they met, what happened in their relationship, how they cross-examined her. Shoot. Witness number 4 was Special Agent Yasmin Binda. She was there.
Benda over.
Yeah. She was Homeland Security investigator. She did the search in Puffy's and P Diddy's house and all that.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Let me stop you there. Homeland Security. This chick
HSI.
was Homeland Security because this case is federal, or
Yeah.
okay.
It was their case, and it had been their case from before.
I was like, because last
Yeah.
time I checked, everybody on Diddy's team was legal.
yeah. She was
Okay.
a special agent. Yasmin Benda, Homeland Security. She did the investigation in September
Bend
2000.
over.
Yeah, 2000. In September 2004. The only thing that they cross-examined her, that kind of that the attorney got her on, was her taking $9,000 because that they found in a safe, and her reasoning was because it was for like a racketeering for. Her justification was like, well, it could be drug money. And then the attorney was like, how? He's a billionaire. There's no way you can prove that. So, that was like the only not bad, but like the only thing that they could cross-examine her thing on when she took that money.
Was it money? Was it? How would I say it? Was it money for him to buy drugs?
I mean, you can't really say that because
check this out.
yeah,
I recently I'm also listening on Court TV,
Right.
On their YouTube,
yeah,
and they kind of go through all the transcripts that his personal
assistants would buy him.
assistants would
Yeah.
buy the drugs. So maybe that money was for him to buy drugs.
I mean,
The
that
personal
would,
assistant.
That would be he say she say type deal. Like,
Well,
you
no,
can't
he's
really prove that.
Well, he said the assistant said
No, you're right.
they cross-examined him, and
Yeah.
he said that he would buy drugs.
Yeah, you're right. He would.
MBA or MDA,
Yeah.
DA, or I don't know what the fuck the drug is called.
Cocaine. all that.
MBDA or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
I mean, she would have a hard time proving that was going to be used for that because he's a billionaire. That's chump change.
And the thing is that this assistant just would drop off, set up the room, and leave. He didn't see shit.
Yeah, you're because who you're talking about is
I'm talking about
David James. David James was his former personal assistant.
Yes.
He worked with him for a couple years. And remember, a lot of these people didn't want, like his assistants didn't want to testify against Diddy. Because even though Diddy was a monster, he taught him a lot about the business. So they were all
It was
subpoenaed.
well respected, pues,
Yeah, they were
in
all
a way.
They were all subpoenaed to come in and do all this shit. David James being one of them. He was probably like the 6th witness on the stand, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So there was Yasmin Benda.
Sorry, I fucked it up.
No, you're all good. And then there was Don Richard, former member of the Danny DeCane. Her real name is Richard, but she wants to sound exotic. and shit. Rashad. It's Richard. Her story was that she witnessed P. Diddy assaulting Cassie. They were at his house in the morning. She was making him some eggs, and he came in. He was like, "Hey, where my eggs at?" she wasn't done making them. So I guess he, quote unquote, threw a frying pan at Cassie. Jesus. And at first, in the report, she said that, like when she was being cross-examined, she said that it hit Cassie and knocked her down, and he continued to beat her. But before that, she had said that she heard it hit her. So she couldn't. So her story changed like 4 times when she was talking about that story, when she, to other agents. So that's kind of where the cross-examination got her on that, is her story wasn't the same. And then the last question that the attorney said was, "What is the reasoning for this? Is it to get money?" And she was like, "No." So then why are you suing P. Diddy? And she's like, for repayment of everything that he owes me. She's like, so for money.
Damn.
And yeah. So and then she was like, well, yeah. So that was I think that's the 4th or 5th witness. The 6th witness, let me see.
Se la jaló.
Se la ganó.
Yeah. The 6th witness was Carrie Morgan. That was Cassie's former best friend. She testified against P. Diddy and said that she witnessed multiple assaults.
Something about they were hiding one time, no? Or
Yeah.
something like that?
So what happened was there was one day they were in Cassie's apartment listening to music. Diddy has the keys because he's paying for this apartment. He just barged in. He barged in the apartment and she ran and hid in the bathroom, locked the door. P. Diddy couldn't get in. So then somehow he got a hold of Carrie Morgan and smacked her in the head with he smacked her in the head with like what is it called? You put a clothes hanger. He smacked her in the head with the clothes hanger and gave her a concussion. And then after that, after a couple of days go by, Cassie hits her up, says, "Hey, let's meet at a pizza parlor." They meet at a pizza parlor, and she slides is it an NDA or something like that? So she wouldn't talk, and said, "You're making a bigger deal than what it is. Sign this." It's the NDA, right?
Yeah.
Sign this and stop making it a bigger deal than what it is. And she ended up
not say shit.
To not say anything. So and she ended up getting paid like $30 million.
Jesus.
To not say anything. And this
Yeah,
ruined.
back then that was...
Fucking did he eat my ass too? God.
And this ruined Carrie Morgan and Cassie's friendship because
Oh, I bet.
and they never spoke again.
Oh,
And
I
again,
bet.
she was another person that got subpoenaed to go in. She didn't want to go testify. All right. Witness number 7.
Yeah.
David James. He was P. Diddy's personal assistant. He helped, his job was he worked for P. Diddy around the clock. He would pick him up, drop him off, do all this stuff, get his bag ready, make sure the rooms are ready, make sure shit, his personal assistant. So that's what his job was. And I don't know if he had mentioned anything about him witnessing anything with Cassie or anything like that, but he knew that he was an asshole. He was just, that's who P. Diddy was, he would threaten him on the daily, if you're gonna do this or you lose your job. There was one instance where he sent him to the store, a Whole Foods store, for a certain gallon of water. They didn't have that gallon of water, but they had it in 2 half gallons. He got him that instead. P. Diddy flipped. He didn't like that shit. So
you should have gone to a different store.
He was like, you should have got what I asked for.
I don't care how you do it, just do it.
What the fuck's the difference between the half gallons and the gallons?
There was a purpose.
Yeah, it's just the fact that you needed, as you can tell, from what I've been talking about, he's a very controlled person. So if everything's not what he says or how, so he would flip the fuck out.
If the toilet paper was 1 ply instead of 2 ply, he'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. So that's so he was very controlling, is what he said. But I think he said he taught him a lot about the industry, and he taught him how to be a man. He was like, they can say what they want about Diddy, but he taught me a lot about the industry, and he taught me how to be a man. That's what his former assistant said. The next witness was Regina Ventura. That's Cassie's mom. So Regina, she witnessed. So the backstory on this, there was one incident where P. Diddy caught Cassie texting with another person. Right?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And the way he did it was they were hanging out, Cassie and P. Diddy. I want to say Puffy so bad. Cassie and
You call him whatever you want, girl.
Yeah. Cassie
Puffy,
and
P. Diddy.
yeah, Cassie and
Frank Black.
Cassie and P. Diddy were hanging out, and there was one time where he was just like, he suspected of her talking to somebody because, you know, she was known for being a cheater, Cassie. So he was like, hey, text your mom, tell her you're good. And she was doing that. And as she was doing that, he snatched her phone, took it, and ran. And he didn't give it back. So
Because she had a password on it or whatever, and it was open now?
Exactly. So he went through it. Couple days go by, and she goes to visit her mom's. You know, to visit her mom. And I skipped a lot. So when he did that, he saw what was going on her phone, and then he gave her that Spartan kick in the back. Blah. Just kicked her. Yeah. He just kicked her, you know? And so she went to her mom's. That's why she went to her mom's, because he assaulted her. She went to her mom's.
No, Diddy, no.
Yeah, pretty much. Went to her mom's. Cassie showed her mom, you know, the bruises that he left on her back from when he kicked her.
Yeah.
And her mom took pictures, made her do a police report, and then called P. Diddy and was like, hey, you need to give my daughter's phone back. You need to give it back now. And then he showed up to their place. He was downstairs. He's like, come downstairs and come get it. So the mom went downstairs, and this lady was going off on P. Diddy, doing all this stuff. And then she was trying to hit him. She was trying to hit him, but he was just bobbing and weaving. Because she was an older woman.
He was doing the Mayweather.
He was doing the Mayweather, you know, slipping, jiving, and doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
So she couldn't land one punch on him. So she did. So that's what happened with them. He gave the phone back and all that stuff. And then as he was leaving, he left in the car that he had bought Cassie. He was like, this shit's mine. I'm taking it back. Because keep in mind, Cassie and P. Diddy's relationship was on again, off again, you know, type stuff for years.
Yeah.
So that's what happened with them. There was a time where P. Diddy made Regina and Cassie's mom pay a $20,000, made him pay that.
That's right.
Because he was like, he wanted the money back that he had paid for a personal trainer for Cassie, who is now her husband. So her husband, his name is Ryan, I think. She was first her Cassie's personal trainer. And P. Diddy, it'll all loop in. P. Diddy feels like he's like, wait a minute, dude, I was paying you to be her trainer, not paying you for you to fuck her, which is weird because he did freak offs, right? So it's just weird.
He would pay other dudes.
Yeah. So he wanted his money back.
The Punisher.
Yeah. So he wanted his money back. So they ended up getting a loan to get that money. They got him his money, but he did return it within like a week or two. Like he returned it. He never took it.
The dude.
P. Diddy.
Oh.
I'm talking about, yeah. They paid P. Diddy the money he wanted because he was like, if you don't give me the money, I'm gonna release these tapes, these sex tapes, da 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 da.
Motherfucker should have.
Mm-hmm. And he, but he didn't. You know, they paid up.
Yeah.
They paid up. He eventually gave it back. He didn't. He never like cashed it or never. He never took it. All right. Oh, let's see.
Pendejo.
Yeah. The next witness is yours truly, the Punisher.
It's me, the Punisher,
Yeah.
guys. It's my turn.
Shirai Hayes is his name. And I'm probably butchering his first name, but he's the Punisher. You know, he was, yeah. I guess he had met P. Diddy and Cassie back in 2012. He was hired he was the same way that Daniel Phillips was hired the same way. You know, came to the room. He thought he was doing a striptease for a bachelorette party. It happened to be Cassie. She talked him into, you know, doing what he's doing. He said, my husband's going to watch. It's okay. He's going to be in the back. He's not going to touch you type stuff. All right. This fool ended up, I guess he had really bad, he couldn't stay hard. So he was always taking Viagra.
The Punisher?
The punish. Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I failed.
He had an ED problem.
I needed some blue chew.
Sponsor. So he had an ED problem. So he would take a lot of Viagra and stuff. He actually wrote a book. He actually wrote a book, and it's called Freezer Meat. Because that was his nickname. Because that's what Diddy said. He's like, I want you as hard as freezer meat.
Jesus.
Yeah. So he wrote a book, and he's probably doing okay. I mean, and when he testified, he's like, I never saw any ill will. I never saw Cassie get hit. I never saw nothing. I thought they were just a couple that liked to have sex with other individuals. It was never bad. I never saw anything bad when I was with him. And I think he hung out with him for a year. You know, doing off and on, you know, freak offs and doing all that stuff.
Punishing people.
The Punisher. Yeah. It was a punishment because he had ED. That was the real punishment.
Bro, that sucks. Having a fucking big ass pee and then you can't even fucking.
Yeah.
That's why I like my little pee.
Oh, man. He said little pee.
Hey, Ocho Cinco.
Damn.
I was trying to give her more.
I ain't got no more pee.
I didn't have any more.
Hey, man. What's his name? Not Ocho Cinco, but what's the other guy's name? Shannon Sharp. He's actually going through some shit too.
Well, yeah.
Where he's being accused of, I don't know what he's being accused of, but it has what kind of foul play he's being accused of. But he's being accused of some girl. He's being accused of some shit too, which is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, but he has plenty of evidence proves that never happened.
That was another one where they had a weird sexual relationship too, where she liked to be dominated and shit like that. Man, for all y'all young guys,
like some 50 Shades.
For all you young guys, if she's into some freaky shit, y'all better chill.
Better get an NDA.
Y'all better chill with that shit with all this stuff going around. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you gotta sign some agreement with that shit.
Yeah,
dude.
Big time.
And I mean, the thing is, like, these guys are famous and they're going after their money. But for us that don't have money like them, they're not gonna go for our money. They're gonna go for your. You're gonna get some jail time for that.
Yep.
Allegedly.
So the next witness was another federal agent. You know, the Gerald Ganon or something like that.
Yeah.
He was just another guy that when they went to do the raids, he found the AR-15s because they found guns in his house that were disassembled.
The serial number was off.
The serial number was scratched off. He's the one that found the baby oil, the lingerie, the sex toys, all that shit. So that's why he was up there. You know,
he probably went in there. Guys, the jackpot!
And then he was wiggling that fucking that.
They found like 90
vibration.
terabytes of data.
That's a lot
on his computer. That's hella.
Would those be videos and stuff?
Videos
or information?
Information and videos.
Yeah.
On his computer.
But why store that much information? Like just to save your ass later?
Yeah, because they say he had videos of like lots of people, like lots of famous people.
Maybe even Jay-Z and Beyonce too.
Lots of people.
That's crazy, man. There was the next witness was George Kaplan,
a
former assistant.
Tupac and Biggie kissing and shit. That's why.
AI is crazy though. George Kaplan.
AI is crazy.
Yeah, we could make a lot of shit on that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, he was another personal assistant. He worked for P. Diddy for 15 months. You know, he said he only saw P. Diddy become violent on 3 occasions. You know, there was one time where he saw P. Diddy holding a whiskey glass over Cassie's head during a fight. This happened in 2015.
And did what? Pour it on her or what?
I think he must have smashed it on her or something like that. So, I mean, there was really nothing there.
He would make her drink urine.
That's some nasty ass shit.
That's gross.
Yeah, I mean, he was in charge. So Kaplan was in charge of making sure the rooms were clean. So like after all the freak offs,
How much you gotta get paid for that?
I don't know, a lot. So pretty
You know
much,
what? You know what I would have done? I wouldn't have even cleaned it myself. I would have hired somebody else to do
yeah.
it
I mean, that's probably what he ended up
and
doing.
just supervise them
Like
Yeah,
a cleaning
That's probably
company.
what he ended up doing.
and
So
just shut your mouth.
because
Wait. No, that other witness, he would clean shit up.
no, it was Kaplan. It was George Kaplan.
His assistant.
He was another. He had multiple assistants
Oh,
that would do
okay.
that shit.
Because the guy with that went to go get the half gallons,
Yeah,
he said he would have to clean up the rooms.
David James.
Sometimes.
He would
Yeah.
have to clean up the rooms to make sure that the hotel staff didn't
well,
really know.
See.
These
But they say they sued Marriott because they say Marriott knew what they were doing.
yeah. And actually, Cassie sued the Marriott. Ended up getting some money out of them. I think like 10 mil or something.
Yeah.
That Kaplan, the reason why he was in charge of that is because TMZ, other places would pay the cleaning ladies or cleaning men. They would pay them to take pictures after famous celebrities left the room just to see how they was left. Just to see if they'd make any messes. Because famous people were infamous for leaving hotel rooms all messed up. So he was paid, to make sure everything was clean and make sure the rooms were good and that nobody would be taking pictures. That's what his job was. And like, keep in mind, a lot of these people only worked for him for like a year and a half, because they can only take so much abuse before they just know they couldn't work for this man. So
That's fucking crazy.
He just
guys.
wasn't paying them
it just
enough.
wasn't, yeah, exactly.
Because if you pay somebody the right amount, they'll continue to do what you
Yeah.
want them to do.
They're not gonna say
They're
shit.
not gonna say shit. So the next witness was Kid Cudi himself, Mr. Scott Miscudi. He went up there because, well, if you guys remember, P. Diddy got pissed because Cassie was dating him,
Right.
but they both thought, P. Diddy thought that she wasn't dating anybody. Kid Cudi thought she wasn't dating P. Diddy. So they both were kind of duped on that situation, but it's still, so they were dating each other. P. Diddy didn't like it. He found out because he found out through one of another assistant. She kind of, P. Diddy owned her phone. He went through that shit and he saw that Cassie was asking her if they could bring Kid Cudi on a hike. And that's how he put two and two together. They ended up driving to his house. They broke in his house, into Kid Cudi's house. And it was around Christmas. They opened up all his Christmas presents.
That's fucked up.
They locked his dog in the bathroom. And as they were doing that, like a home invasion, and as they were doing that, that assistant that took P. Diddy and his bodyguard to Kid Cudi's house, the assistant was in the car just watching. She called Kid Cudi and was like, "Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what's going to happen, but I just want to let you know, me, P. Diddy, and the bodyguard, we're here. We're in your house. They're in your house." And he's like, "Fuck that. I'm on my way." And he must have not like went through with it, because he ended up calling the cops, and the cops showed up. The cops never talked to Diddy because Diddy left. He left on that time. Some time goes by, and then his Kid Cudi's neighbors calls him, and he's like, "Hey, your car's on fire." And he's like, "What the fuck?"
That's wild.
Yeah. So apparently one of his Porsche, I think the Porsche that he used to pick up Cassie. So, and in that car, they found that his roof was cut open and that a Molotov cocktail was thrown in his car. So that's how they were able to,
This was before the Ring doorbell
yeah,
camera
the Ring
system.
camera. Oh yeah. And that's another charge that P. Diddy's getting charged with arson.
Nope, he's not.
He's not?
Nope,
Oh shit.
he's not.
He beat that shit?
No, they still can.
Yeah.
Wait, Wait, maybe not because it's the statute of limitation, but
Well,
he's not getting charged with that.
they can because it's a RICO case. Now, when it's a RICO case, that means that there is no statute of limitation.
Okay.
So that's what.
So then, yeah, they still can.
Yeah, that's why it broadens up all this stuff. Because when they do RICO case, they can
go
get
back?
they go back to the 80s.
Okay.
It don't even matter.
Because right now, what he is, the 3 charges that he is being charged with is racketeering.
Extortion.
Hold on, I wrote them down. Let me see if I can find them.
Making fun of the
Punisher.
I know one is prostitution by transportation.
Yes. Prostitution by transportation.
El Pipi.
Something by force. I can't think of it either.
Because he's not even being charged for all the firearms that they caught him with.
No.
That he had scratched off the.
They don't give a shit about that.
No, they're trying
They
to
want
go
the
for
big
these.
charges.
Yeah.
That,
Firearm is like a little slap. It's like a little.
Little pitter patter.
Racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, and transportation for prostitution.
Fuck.
That's what he's being
I
charged
think
with.
those are way bigger than the.
And he's not even being charged with anything to do with minors, which there's been several instances of
Minors.
accounts of that. Nothing to do with any kind of murders, which they say that he has stuff to do with murders, and he's not even being charged with the arson.
And no other stuff on any other artist.
No, nothing.
No Justin Bieber, no Usher, no Jay-Z.
See, that's the crazy part is that, like, this kind of like you think,
No J-Lo.
like when that's like before all this stuff came out, you're like, oh shit, I'm about to find out like all the celebrities and all this shit. Like, obviously, there's only been 2.
Well, it's like the Epstein case.
Yeah,
Like what happened with all those people that they had brought up.
yeah, and they ain't even that shit. That's another can of worms right there.
But they say
The
that
list?
it's all kind of intertwined.
Yeah. So like you would think like you were gonna see like Ashton Kutcher, Usher, like all that stuff, like, but none of them are being mentioned. None of them. You know, in this case,
You think that's a
particular-
later case?
It might
Could be. It could be that
because 90. What did you say? 90 terabytes or something?
90.
That's a lot of terabytes, bro.
Yeah.
It's a lot of information.
I have 5 terabytes and I'm like drowning.
5 terabytes, huh?
Yeah. Cinco.
The next witness was, I think, Malaya Morales. She was a makeup artist. She would kind of help conceal Cassie's, black eyes and all that stuff,
Like
and
with makeup and stuff?
with makeup, and she would see when Diddy would yell at her and just just beat her up pretty much. That's another one. The next one was Frederick Zamore. He was a hotel manager, and he was a hotel manager at looks like the Beverly Hills one. And
Beverly Hills.
yeah.
That's where I wanna be.
he noted that they would always just like use alias names like that. Frank Black.
Yeah, Frank Black was his alias.
Yeah.
And her alias was Jackie Starr.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
Reminds me of Leela Star. You guys know who Leela Star is?
No, I do not.
She's a famous porn star.
I'm a
Never
child
heard
of
of
God.
Look her up. When you go to her house tonight, look her up. Leela Star.
Damn. And then the next one was
Shout
Joshua
out, Leela.
Kraft,
Sponsor us.
special agent.
Special agent?
Another special agent went up there. He just testified from. He did the electronic devices, so that's what he testified on, what he found on the devices and all that stuff. But keep in mind that these devices, these freak off videos came from Cassie. They didn't come from P. Diddy. All the videos that she shared, that were shared from the freak offs, came from Cassie's laptop. They didn't come from they didn't come from P. Diddy's. Nothing came from P. Diddy. It all came from Cassie's laptop, Cassie's iPad, and her MacBook.
They need to release these to the public.
I'm sure they will. And then
Like you buy, how you buy a box set of DVDs?
yeah.
Part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4.
Yeah, I'm sure someone's gonna release it. And
You know that
They
video?
can't just leave people out in the
You know
open.
that video from Cassie, though, the one where he beats her up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
CNN has had that video since 2016.
Oh yeah. And
And they just released it
The
in
HSI
2024.
that was evidence from the HSI, and they did not want that shit released
Do you think
because
it
it
was
fucks
a,
up their case.
Do you think it was a benefit for CNN to release that video?
For
I don't-
CNN,
Do you think?
oh, for views, yeah, but it wasn't a benefit for the case because it.
no,
'cause it
no,
kinda-
I'm not talking about the case.
Yeah,
Benefit for CNN.
for
for
them.
them.
Yeah, for views because people don't really watch the news like that. But if you got something like that, and every time you look it up, what does it link to?
You're
CNN.
fake news. You're fake news. I
Another-
don't even know why you're here.
Another witness. See, I mean, there's a lot. Was Capricorn Clark? She was the former Diddy employee that
What
was.
kind of a name is that?
I don't know, but she would go by Cece. Capricorn Clark. She was actually in the industry for a while. She
It's like
actually did a lot
Elon's.
of like the woman Sean John. She did a lot of stuff like in the fashion industry. But she was in the car. She was the assistant that helped pretty much Cassie because she was assigned to Cassie. She would help Cassie, help her with what with her clothes and all that stuff, And she was the one that kind of helped her keep Kid Cudi and her relationships under wraps.
It kind of makes me think that, like during these Sean John parties, like for the clothing line and stuff, like the models that were a part of that, like maybe they have fucking information. And
Oh
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely do.
And Cassie Clark also was a former employee of Suge Knight,
Damn.
which that's Diddy's like rival, Suge Knight. So when she got hired to work for P. Diddy, he took her to Central Park, and she just thought it was just a regular picnic, they were just whatever. But P. Diddy is like, if you're fucking screwing me over, I'll fucking kill you. Straight up. He told her like, I know who you used to work
but-
for.
No, did he know?
Isn't that something you would say? Like,
Yeah, like you could kind of be like, he didn't mean it, but type shit. Like, but that's what he set the standard of what type of boss he was gonna be when that shit
right?
when he hired her. And then another time, she was in the car when P. Diddy went to Kid Cudi's house. She's the one that called Kid Cudi and was like, "Hey, we're at your house. I'm sorry," and that was her role in that.
Damn.
So all these witnesses that I just talked about, they all, like I said, you make sure you do your own research. I can only do so much for you guys, and then I'm just giving you quick summaries from what I know from the witnesses. They all corroborate with Cassie's story of how she was extorted and all that stuff from P. Diddy. I mean, there was a couple more witnesses, but I don't think they're as like, we really need to talk about them. There was Dante Nash. He was a former stylist, and he testified pretty much just about the abuse with Cassie and P. Diddy.
Dang, dude, I feel like this case, there's going to be, for us here on the podcast, I think there's going to be a part 4, part 5, because this case just keeps getting,
I wrote some stuff
it
down
just
that's
keeps getting wild.
And
that's
Cassie
kind of low
just,
key crazy.
I don't know if she gave birth yesterday, but she just gave birth to the baby that she had.
Baby.
Yeah. So
So what I wrote down is when this case first started, the lead prosecutor, was the same one that was the lead prosecutor of Epstein and Maxwell. Those cases.
damn.
And then
Hala,
mysteriously, mysteriously, that prosecutor retired. And now the prosecutor is this lady named Maureen Comey. And she is James Comey's daughter. James Comey was a former FBI director. And they say that she doesn't go as hard after people as the other prosecutor did.
As the Punisher.
So they're saying that they might have put her so that he might be able to get away with some of the stuff that he's being charged with. So from everything that I've been hearing, people have mixed opinions. Some think that he's going to walk free, like O.J. Simpson did.
Yeah.
And some people think that he's going to get prosecuted, he's going to go to jail, and he's going to mysteriously die like
Epstein.
like Epstein did and Maxwell did.
That's wild.
So that was one thing that I found out. Another thing that I found out was in
Wait, Maxwell died?
think so, no? I'm pretty sure. Or no? Am I tripping?
I think she's just in jail.
She's just in jail?
His girlfriend?
No, the yeah.
Epstein's
girlfriend.
Yeah, she's
no?
not dead. She's in jail.
Oh, is
She's in
she?
jail.
yeah, she's in jail.
I was like, fuck, she died?
Yeah, no. Well, supposedly girlfriend. It's
Right.
not confirmed.
Se la mamó.
Hizo algo.
So another thing that I found out was, so in 2022, Diddy was a billionaire. He was considered a billionaire. He owned 700 million in spirits, alcohol, which was like the Ciroc deal he had. He owned 50 million in private investments, 75 million in cash, 100 million in real estate, collectibles, and 75 million in catalog.
Gee.
Since then, he is now
catalog.
his net worth is estimated to be somewhere between 300 to 400 million. And a lot of that had to do with that deal with Ciroc. So his spirits went from 700 million to 150 million only. The reason that is because so he started a partnership with Ciroc in 2007. First, he was an endorsement brand manager, and so he raised their cases sold a year from 40,000 to 2 million. And so the parent company of Ciroc is a company called Diageo. So Diageo, they own Johnny Walker, Smirnoff, Crown Royal, Don Julio, Kettle One, Casamigos, Captain Morgan, Bailey's, Guinness, Ciroc. So that was going well. They made him no longer just the brand manager. They gave him a 50-50 deal. And then in 2013, Diddy and Diageo acquired De Leon Tequila. In May of 2023, Diddy sued Diageo for neglecting De Leon Tequila. He claimed that there is racial discrimination, and they were advertising De Leon as an urban product. So kind of like a ghetto product for the ghetto people.
Of course.
And so he claimed that they were undermining him as a business partner. So they settled out of court in 2024. No details were released what the settlement was, but that marked the end of their partnership. So some people are saying from 2007 to 2024, they were kind of protecting him low key. But then they parted ways, and then literally 2 months after the settlement, this happened. They raided his house.
Yeah.
Damn.
The Diddy case.
So they're saying that
The 90
he-
terabytes.
he pissed off the wrong people,
Yeah.
and these people got mad at
I
him.
mean, these people control a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Like the Freemasons.
I feel like just controlling Don Julio or being a part
I was
of
gonna
it is
say,
pretty big.
hey, you know who the owners of Diageo is, right? But let me not get into that. But so then that happened 2 months after the settlement, and that's when they raided his house. So then in September of 2024, this book was released. Supposedly, it was written by his former partner, Kim Porter. But her children denied that this book came from her. And it actually came from this guy named Chris Todd. And supposedly this guy found a mysterious flash drive with all this information. But people are saying it was baloney. In October of 2024, Amazon removed the book from their website. So
What is that? Is that church?
No. I think it's the people that listen to this.
So check this out. I found out that some people were saying that, like someone had to teach Diddy how to do all this, right? Like,
Right.
there's no way this guy is that much of a freaking genius to know how to do all of this stuff. So they went back and they found out that this guy named Clive Davis, he was the president of Columbia Records. back in the 70s, he was doing exactly what Diddy was doing now.
Freak offs.
If he signed, no, not freak ops, but if he signed a client and if he signed like artists and the artist wanted him to release their music, he made them do inappropriate acts.
What the fuck?
Back in the 70s, you can find all this out. So then Clive Davis was released by Columbia Records and he started his own record company. So when he started his own record company, he was friends with Diddy, and he gave Diddy millions of dollars for a studio, money for equipment, and money to start Bad Boy Records.
Bad boy, baby.
So they're saying that Clive Davis was pretty much P. Diddy's like mentor, and that's where P. Diddy learned how to do all of this.
Damn.
So when Clive Davis was an old, like 80-year-old man, he did an interview and he came out that he was bisexual. And the reason he came out that late in his life, was he said that he wanted people to know, to be more aware of what being bisexual meant. But he did say that he was a bisexual man. So lots of people are saying that Clive Davis taught P. Diddy how to do all this.
Maybe.
Mas puto.
Mas puto que me puto.
And the real question is, did he or didn't he do it?
That's wild.
That is the question.
That is wild, guys.
But that is the update that we got for y'all for the P. Diddy case. Like I said, we're just doing short summaries. We're just kind of, there was a lot of witnesses, so I just skimmed through them as quick as I can. I didn't give you, if we went into detail from what everything they say,
be like 50,000.
it would be one long ass episodes on just the witnesses themselves, with followed by the cross examinations, because as you know, once a witness goes up, the government, the attorney that brings them up gets to talk to them first, and then it's the cross examination. Keep in mind, none of these witnesses were from the defendant's side. It was all from the other side, from the government side. All witnesses, none of them were on. What I'm saying is that none of them came from Diddy's attorneys at all.
So when there's a case, the prosecutors go first,
Yeah.
and then the defendants get to go next
Yep.
and call their witnesses.
Yeah.
Okay.
If there's any, and I don't remember what Cassie signed, but she signed a certain thing that it's called King for a Day. So it's
So she can't be called back by the defendant.
so she can't be pretty much
Cross-examined?
no. So she can't. So she's pretty much going to say what really happened, and even if it's a crime that she committed, they can't use that against her. So there was a lot of so Cassie was up there for about 3 or 4 days, and the lawyers, when like the judge calls the lawyers and they would have like a little back and forth, like, hey, you can't say this, you can't say that. They would do that every morning for about an hour because of what they can and couldn't say to Cassie, because she was protected by that specific law of being like they could ask her questions, but they couldn't ask her the question in a way that it would make her the person that's being accused, even though she was the one that would hire these escorts, that would book these rooms, because he wasn't stupid, right? He would have her do all the work, but they couldn't ask, the cross-examination couldn't ask in a way that would make Cassie look like a slut or a whore. You know what I'm saying? Or make her look bad in that way. Because they would be, when what's that famous line that they always say? Objection. You know what I'm saying?
Objection.
Yeah.
Sustained.
There was a lot of objections and stuff.
Overruled.
Overruled. Yeah, it would get a lot overruled. Because,
Overdrooled
yeah, me right now.
with
But-
oil,
Yeah.
baby. Oil.
Oil, baby. Oil. But yeah. Like I said, this was
That was funny when something like he said that he got him from Costco, And Costco's
Baby
like,
oil.
they're like, we don't sell that.
That's what his assistants probably told him, just to lie to his ass,
Hell yeah.
so they wouldn't get fired. But yeah,
Did you get that from Costco? Hell yeah,
yeah, Costco.
Kirkland brand.
It's yours. Take that.
Costco was like, fuck that. That didn't come from us. Especially everybody getting cancer and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
When the hell did we
But
get ice cream?
that's our quick summary of the witness and what's
Quick
going
recap.
on. I think the next one we'll do is probably when this shit is over, because this is a lot. You know, it's a lot of stuff. I mean, we could keep you updated, but for us to always go back to the witnesses and all this shit, we're just gonna be repeating ourselves, and we don't want to do that. We want to give you fresh shit,
We'll give you fresh shit.
fresher
for sure.
than
Fresh
fucking
shit.
Subway.
If we have fresh shit, we will keep you posted.
Yeah.
Let's go back
and-
to real life.
Yeah, let's go back to real life. So,
Alan, what do you got going on this weekend?
this weekend I have a gig out of town, personal gig. Private gig.
Private.
Yeah. I'm gonna
I'm gonna go deliver some punishment.
Hey, be careful, because if they hire you for a bachelorette party, it might not be what you think.
I know I might be fucking rubbing my
Nipples?
no fuck.
I wouldn't want to be that guy.
Get over here, I just want a hug.
Oh no.
No, that's what I got going on. Next week, obviously we got salsa, but we'll talk about it next week.
That's next week.
Yeah. Well, Mark Anthony, do you have a quote for us today?
I don't.
No quote
Get
for
one.
us today. You know, when Diddy gives you lemons, you make baby oil.
Yeah.
Rub them on your nipples.
Rub my nipples, everybody. No quote today, but y'all can get your own quotes. You know, he ain't got to do everything for you. Fuck.
Okay, guys. Well, this is gonna conclude episode 12 of the DJ Alan and Compas podcast. Let us know in the comments what you think. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel and subscribe and
What do you got, Hector?
No,
What do
I
you
was
got?
gonna say
Whiskey?
also if y'all got some fucking questions, you know, for us to answer about
Send
about
them
the
our way,
case,
guys.
yeah, send them our way. If you guys want us to go over something, talk about something, if there's a specific subject, you know, I think one subject we were given is kind of a gag one. You know, they said talk about how men ain't shit, but we ain't gonna talk about that because we don't do that. You know.
yeah. And shout out to Silvia. She was on the podcast for a little bit today.
Yeah, shout out to Silvia.
Yeah.
We'll see
For putting Alan in his spot.
Yeah, she put me on the
He dug
spot.
that. He
Dummy.
He dug his
Yeah, I dug my own fucking grave.
He dug his own fucking.
I wish
think I'm sleeping
I wish
on the
we had a
couch,
camera
gentlemen.
so y'all could have seen her. She was like,
I-
dummy.
I
stupid.
I stupid, you stupid. I think I'm sleeping on the couch tonight. Well, yeah, thank you for joining us. Signing out, DJ Allen.
This is Heck, aka Whiskey Brown, the only time, and you know how I get down.
Ooh.
Damn.
Hey, you get better and better. And
I need to come up with the
I'm just like, this is Mark Anthony.
Hey,
this is
M.A.
DJ Allen.
M.A.
Bye.
Ma. I
Okay, guys. Peace.
Peace.
Out.
enjoy the
Deuces.
fucking- like the video.
Beep sauce. Let's